This one is a 12:10 start local time. It doesn't sound like a lot of time, but it seems like it's a whole lot earlier for turning things around.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of the deal. We have some of these 12 o'clock games this year. I mean, in the minor leagues, you have 11 o'clock games. So we'll take the 12 o'clock game. I know the World Cup and everything is going on in Miami right now. You know, the other side has to play at 12 o'clock as well. So I think it's one of those quick turnaround games. The guys are ready to go. There's good energy right now. We have our horse going on the mound as well. So, you know, we're ready to play this 12 o'clock game.
Like Skip said, let's attack this guy. Let's welcome Yuri back off the IL and put up some runs early and let Jake go to work.
And that's the lineup they'll try and do it with. Jock, Wyatt, J.J. Nimmo, the top four. Those guys helped put together a late comeback rally last night. Unfortunately, came up just short. Jake Berger back in there. And then Brad's guy, Nicky Lopez, in the 9 spot. Your guy, but you didn't pick him for your home run pick. We'll find out who Brad picked for his home run pick. The Broadcasters have made a run. We're down just 1 to the fans. We'll take a look at the home run picks. I think Gregor Rocks went with Jake Berger back at Lone Depot Park. Brad, who'd you go with?
I went with Jock. Oh, Brandon Nimmo. Yes, Brandon Nimmo. The swings last night were awesome. He has some success against Yuri. He's going deep today.
All right, there you go. You're very confident with your pick.
Very confident.
You just won them all, right? Jock,
I think Jock might do it too. So I get double bonus points if Jock and Nimmo do it, because I think they might.
He doesn't have a voice, but he's making up all the rules. Very tough negotiator. I like his agent. Final thought, getting ready for the rubber game of this 3-game set.
Yeah, this is the hottest team in baseball coming into this series. So to take this one and on the road and get out of here would be a nice little series for the Rangers.
We'll see if the Rangers can ride the wave to Toronto with a series win. It would be their 6th series win out of their last 8. Jacob deGrom and Yuri Perez, a fun pitching matchup from South Beach. We got the lineups at first pitch coming your way next.
Wouldn't it be nice to have a reliable Medicare plan so you can focus on all the things? That's exactly what you get. Support every step of the way. In fact, 4 out of 5 members are satisfied with the benefits and coverage provided by their United Healthcare Medicare plan. Count on United Healthcare to be there with Medicare coverage for your whole life ahead. Learn more at uhc.com.
Your summer food game is only as strong as what you're working with. This July 4th at Lowe's, get up to 45% off select major appliances and save up to an additional 25% off when you bundle select major appliances. Plus, save $50 on a select Pit Boss DX Smart Electric Smoker, now $249. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 6/24 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Texas is hiring, and Luxor Staffing is leading the way. As Texas's go-to staffing agency and official staffing partner of the Texas Rangers, Luxor Staffing connects top employers across DFW with qualified candidates in warehouse, distribution, manufacturing, and more. Job seekers get great pay, benefits, and room to grow. Employers get reliable talent fast. Whether you're looking for your next opportunity or your next great hire, Luxor delivers. Step up to the plate and visit LuxorStaffing.com today. Luxor Staffing, the name Texas trusts most.
Hey Rangers fans, the 2026 MLB season is here, and SeatGeek has your ticket to all the Rangers action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of every home team win. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Rangers games or to any other live event in the greater Dallas area, SeatGeek has your seat. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of your Texas Rangers. Your ticket to the best game of your life. SeatGeek.
In Texas, we say yeehaw.
In Monaco, we say enchanté.
We got pickup trucks.
We have super yachts.
But now you can have both. Get the best of both worlds with Monaco scratch tickets from the Texas Lottery. Play for a shot at top prizes up to $1 million. Or enter for a chance to win a VIP trip to Monaco where you could become a millionaire.
That is a lot of money.
You got that right. Au revoir.
Must be 18 or older. Play responsibly.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
This is RSN, Rangers Sports Network, presented by Progressive. It is RSN, Rangers Sports Network, presented by Progressive. It is baseball time in Texas. Oh my goodness, what a grab! To the wall, and the Rangers win it!
Yeah, we're back in Miami one final time this afternoon. Rangers baseball presented by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts. Life's a beach when you're with the Rangers as they play the Marlins one final time to decide this three-game series. All right, welcome in, everybody. Great to have you along with us this afternoon, or this morning, as the case may be. I'm Dave Raymond with Mike Bassick, and we are ready for some more Rangers baseball right out of the chute today, and excited because Jacob deGrom's on the hill.
Yeah, Jacob deGrom has been a great pitcher for the Rangers, but as we look at our Choctaw Casinos and Resorts game within the game, the first inning has been rough. After that, it's been awesome. A 2.39 ERA after that first inning. The ERA in the first inning is 9. You look at the other numbers, it just gets a lot better. Can he put a 0 on the board in this first inning? If he can, then it looks like he will have a tremendous start. Innings 2 through 6 against the Padres, his last start, 5 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and 7 Ks. The good thing is if he does have a rough first inning, he's able to recover and then give you a really nice start after that. But that first inning is going to be really important here in Miami.
The signature, though, of a great pitcher, a guy who can make adjustments. The starts of these games have been so critical, it seems, for this Rangers team. So you need the good start in that first inning from Jacob. And you'll need a little help offensively, and that's where Jock Peterson fits in.
Yeah, the Rangers get the bats first on the road, and Jock Peterson leading off your Liberty Mutual Insurance field coverage. In 30 games this season as the leadoff hitter, he's hitting .288 with an OPS of .964. He's had a great bounce-back season, and as a leadoff hitter, he doesn't do it every game, but he's been a pretty consistent, good leadoff hitter when he's in that spot.
Okay, so look for Jock to get the offense started right today as well. Hey, on the radio side, Jared and Matt will have it after this break the rest of the way for you. Here on the TV side, Mike, Laura, and I have a little more for you as well, including a big segment coming up. Mike's favorite player, Alejandro Osuna. It's the start of a road trip. He's been great on the road. And we'll put Alejandro in the spotlight with the great Mike Bassick next.
Let's pause.
Your home of Texas Rangers baseball. KRLD-FM and HD1 Dallas-Fort Worth. We are 105.3 The Fan.
PGL brings you your Texas Rangers. Literally. We are the official logistics partner for the Texas Rangers for a reason. If PGL can move the team, we can get your business done across the globe.
Visit shippgl.com/Rangers or call 833-SHIP-PGL and have a conversation with one of our team members and see for yourself.
PGL is great people, continuously improving processes, and total focus on customer success.
Hey kids, it's time to step up to the plate and join the Junior Rangers. You'll get your very own kit sponsored by Golden Chick. It includes a Rangers baseball cap, backpack, youth jersey, stainless steel water bottle, and a fan chain with bling badge. Junior Rangers also receive 4 digital ticket vouchers to select Ranger home games. Don't forget to bring your fan chain and badge to get 15% off discount in the team store and front of the line access to the Kids Run the Bases at Sunday home games. Sign up now at rangers.com/Junior Rangers and be part of the club.
As an official partner of the Texas Rangers, Lockheed Martin is proud to be part of the rich heritage of the Rangers and the many fans who cheer the team on at Globe Life Field. It is with that same pride we support our local communities and customers. From the frontline workers to the members of our armed forces safeguarding life and liberty, we're here to help them with their most important missions.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
After nearly 250 years, America did it. A bobblehead that actually hits a baseball. And on Thursday, July 2nd, if you're one of the first 10,000 fans at the ballpark for the Rangers-Tigers game, you'll take home the Corey Seager hitting ball. If you're one of the first 10,000 fans at the ballpark for the Rangers-Tigers game, you'll take home the Corey Seager hitting bobblehead, presented by Globe Life. A slugging lefty collectible with a spring-loaded bat. Just what our forefathers wanted. Probably. Tickets at Rangers.com. All for Texas.
And here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a cutter. Swinging a hard hit ball over third. Down the line. Base knock. That rolls all the way into the corner. Third to the plate. He dives. He's safe. He goes home for one. The throw to first. They got it. Double play. That's got a chance. That ball is history.
You're listening to Texas Rangers baseball on the Trajan Wealth Texas Rangers Radio Network. Presented by your North Texas Chevy dealers. Chevy drives Texas. Globe Life. For over 125 years, Globe Life has helped protect families when they need it most. Globe Life. Make tomorrow better. CertaPro. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro painters. Visit CertaPro.com. Bailey and Gallion. And by Choctaw, because every game all season long right here on the Trajan Wealth Texas Rangers Radio Network. Alongside Jared Sandler, here's Matt Hicks.
Live from Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, welcome to Texas Rangers baseball. Here today, this morning, we play the final game in this 3-game set, the rubber game, after the Rangers won the opener here on Monday and dropped last night's decision. Good morning, everyone. I'm Matt Hicks along with Jared Sandler. Santiago Rodriguez, our engineer here in Miami. Kevin Walker and Adam C. are at Master Control. We're rubbing our eyes after playing here last night, just getting ready for an earlier start than usual. Here during the summer, the Marlins during weekday getaway games usually start at this time, 12:10. They have a lot of youngsters that come out because of the summer camps and those commitments here with the Marlins. And so we don't have a big crowd here today, but we've got a lot of kids. And so you're going to hear some noise at the ballpark as these two clubs fight out the rubber game of this series. On the mound for the Rangers, the 38-year-old right-hander from DeLand, Florida, Jacob deGrom, the two-time Cy Young Award winner, coming in at 6-4 with a 3.59 ERA. He makes his 16th start of the season and career start number 264. And having pitched for so long with the New York Mets in the National League East, he's seen the Marlins before. This will be his 28th career start against Miami. And his counterpart for the Marlins, the young right-hander out of the Dominican Republic, 23-year-old Yuri Perez. Perez on the season, 3-6 with a 4.60 ERA. He is coming off the injured list today to make this start with a 4.60 ERA. He is coming off the injured list today to make this start. He got injured his last time out in Toronto, suffering a groin strain. And for Perez, he makes his 13th start of the year and his second career start against the Rangers. If you were at the game September the 21st last year in Arlington, you saw this tall right-hander make a start. Again, his only previous appearance against Texas. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. They are brought to you by Frost Bank. Exactly what you unexpected. And leading it off for the Rangers will be Jock Peterson. Peterson, who played at first yesterday, back in his customary DH role here today. Batting second in center field is Wyatt Langford. In the number 3 spot, Jared's guest on the pregame show, Josh Young, hitting cleanup in right field, Brandon Nimmo. In the number 5 spot, returning to first base today, Jake Berger. Hitting 6th at short is Ezekiel Duran. The number 7 batter, the left fielder Alejandro Osuna. Hitting 8th and doing the catching, Elias Diaz. And batting 9th at second base is Nicky Lopez, with DeGrom on the bump. Once again, for the Rangers, it's Peterson, Langford, Young, Nimmo, Berger, Duran, Osuna, Diaz, Lopez, with DeGrom doing the pitching. For the Marlins, leading things off at second base, Xavier Edwards, followed by the shortstop Otto Lopez, and then the first baseman Kyle Stowers. In the cleanup spot, playing in left field, Roberto Hernandez. Batting 5th, he'll be the designated hitter Griffin Conine. The number 6 batter in center field, Jacob Marcy. Marcy hit leadoff yesterday, batting 6th here today. Hitting 7th out in right field, Owen Casey. The number 8 batter at third base, Leo Jimenez. And batting 9th and getting his first action of the series, and in fact his first action at the big league level this year, the catcher Brian Navarretto. The starting pitcher, the right-hander Yurdy Perez. Once again for Miami, it's Edwards, Lopez, Stowers, Hernandez, Conine, Marcy, Casey, Jimenez, Navarretto, with Perez pitching. And the big right-hander has taken his final warm-up toss. As you heard, if you watched and listened to the pregame, Perez goes 6'8", weighs about 220 pounds. And he'll be making the start here today. Perez, his last time out came in Toronto almost a month ago on May the 27th, and he was pitching really well in that game. 4 shutout innings in which he gave up 3 hits and it struck out 9. But after the 4th inning, while he was stretching in the dugout, he ended up straining his groin muscle and had to be pulled after those 4 innings. So he's back on the hill here, ready to go against Jock Peterson. The big right-hander delivers, and his first offering is a tad bit outside here for ball 1. So we are underway here this afternoon in Miami, morning back in the Metroplex. Jock Peterson hitting .242. He's had a great series, 5 hits so far in the series. The 1-0 pitch in there for a strike to make it 1-1. That first pitch was brought to you by Perimeter Global Logistics. PGL is the official supply chain partner of your Texas Rangers. Visit shippgl.com to get your business in the game. Now the 1-1, a swing and a miss. Fastball there at 97. And the count to Peterson at a ball and 2 strikes. Perez throws his 4-seam fastball almost half the time. So far about 48% of the time this year. And it averages about 98 miles an hour. Opponents hitting just 218 against that offering. He turns into the line, kicks and throws. And this pitch is outside, so the count to Jock at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Peterson homered his last at-bat yesterday. Has a 5-for-9 series going with that solo home run. Here he pops it up. This one headed toward the roof, doesn't quite make it. Coming down near third, veering from foul ground back into fair territory. In front of the bag is Jimenez to make the catch to get Peterson for the game's first out. So 1 away, and that brings up Wyatt Langford. And Wyatt hitting .264 for the year with 6 home runs, 16 runs batted in. 1 for 4 in the game last night. Got hit by a pitch in the 9th inning. Scored on the Brandon Nimmo triple. Perez fires, and this pitch a little bit on the high side for ball 1 here to Langford. For Perez, in his 12 starts to date, a 3-6 record and a 4.60 ERA. He's worked a total of 62 2/3 innings. This pitch Sweeper misses a little outside. And that'll run the count now to 2 balls and no strikes. In his 62 2/3, Perez has given up just 51 hits. He's held opponents to a .221 batting average overall. 28 walks, 72 strikeouts, so much more than a strikeout per inning. Here's a little check swing tapper right back to Perez on the hill. He'll run almost halfway to first, an underhand flip to Stowers, and Langford is retired.
That was awfully close. Langford only was out by half a step. Now, Perez was maybe gauging Langford's path up the base path, but he was a little casual there. Almost got him.
Yeah. Well, the ball came right to him, and he obviously didn't want to throw from the mound, but he took his time in getting over toward first as he deals with Josh Young now and throws this one outside for ball 1. Young hitting .300 with 8 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Now the 1-0. And Perez fires low to make it 2 balls and no strikes. Josh looking for his first hit in the series. 0 for 9 in the series with a walk. Of course, he came in hot. He's been hot for a long time. Waiting now on the 2-0. And that pitch is up and in, so Young ahead of the count here at 3 balls and no strikes. Infield here for the Marlins, playing Josh to pull. Perez wants a new baseball, and one will be given. Young, his .300 batting average has dropped him now to 9th in Major League Baseball in average. The 3-0 pitch poured down the middle for a strike, and that'll make it 3-1. Young still among the top 10 in the big leagues in terms of raw hits. His 86 hits have him tied for 8th with Ernie Clement of Toronto and Alec Burleson of St. Louis. Another strike here from Perez, and the count now full. 2 out, nobody on, just underway here in Miami. Really good pitching matchup with Perez against DeGrom. Now the turn, the kick, and the pitch. And that one is grounded over third. Fair ball. Knocked down by Jimenez, but he picks it out of the air, throws to first, and in time to get the out. Stowers apparently able to hold the bag. The Rangers thinking about asking for a review here. Marlins haven't walked off the field just yet, so we hold on. Josh Young staying at first, but now he'll leave the bag. The Rangers will not challenge. And they go in order here against Perez. Half inning in the books. Texas nothing, and Miami coming up on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Texas Rangers Hall of Famer Elvis Andrus.
Baseball has given me, as a player, I prepared every day for what might happen tomorrow. That's why I believe in Globe Life. Globe Life helps families feel secure and ready for whatever tomorrow brings.
Globe Life is the official life insurance of the Texas Rangers.
Globe Life, make tomorrow better.
This season, when the Rangers turn a double play at home or away, McDonald's owner-operators of North Texas, in conjunction with the Texas Rangers Baseball Foundation, will donate $1,000 to local Ronald McDonald House programs. Go Rangers and get those double plays.
Ford is here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. Who will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you value what we value. Now offering employee pricing. American value for American values. Go to Ford.com or your local Ford dealer for more information.
TXU Energy is the trusted 5-star provider with plans to help you save no matter how you use energy. Whether that means you're a work-from-homer, a stay-up-all-nighter, a newfound EV driver, a solar panel adopter, or a recent mover, they've got a plan just for you. And a total satisfaction guarantee means they stand behind every single plan. Discover why more Texans choose TXU Energy than any other provider by visiting TXU.com today. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Visit TXU.com for more information. Rep number 10004.
All right, bottom half of the first, and Jacob DeGrom on the mound for the Rangers, making his 16th start of the season, facing Edwards, Lopez, and Stowers here in the first. Switch hitting Edwards steps in on the left side and takes this first pitch, a fastball that's up for ball one. Edwards hitting .293, 6 home runs and 27 runs batted in, having a good series, 4 for 7 in the series, with a triple and a run batted in. And here he drives one deep into left. Osuna goes back. He's got a play shy of the track, and he puts it away to take care of Edwards here for the first out. And now we'll bring up Otto Lopez. Well, certainly Jacob deGrom would like to have a much different first inning today compared to the first inning his last time out at home 5 days ago against the Padres, when they got to him for 5 runs in the first. Ty France capping it off with a grand slam. Rangers came to bat at the bottom of the first, trailing 5-0, and scored 6 runs to give deGrom a lead when he took the mound in the second. First pitch to Lopez is in for a strike. Rangers would go on to win the game 9-7, and deGrom, to his credit, after that bad first inning, allowed just 1 run over the next 5, picking up the win to improve to 6-4. He misses here, and the count now at a ball and a strike. So when you look at the line certainly doesn't tell the story of his resilience in coming back from that 5-run first. He misses here low and away, and the count to the right-handed hitting Lopez now at 2 balls and a strike. Lopez with his .337 batting average, still leading the major leagues. And the 2-1 swing and a miss. Lopez going after the heater, and the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. deGrom 82 2/3 innings on the year, in which he's limited opponents to 67 hits and 18 walks while striking out 98. So 2 punch outs away from 100 for the season. Here comes the 2-2. And that's lined into right field. Moving over is Nimmo, but he will not get there. It falls for the base knock. So an opposite field hit for Lopez. First base runner here for either side. And that brings up Kyle Stowers. Another element in the ballgame today, the fact that deGrom is familiar with these Marlins, familiar with this ballpark. As we mentioned earlier, this is his 28th career start against the Marlins. It's his 12th start in this ballpark. First pitch to Stowers is in for a strike. And as Brad Miller discussed during the pregame show, I didn't know this. deGrom has pitched thousands of innings in those 11 previous starts.
Apparently.
It's amazing. He just keeps pitching.
Like I said, that Clemson math.
Here's the 0-1. And that's in there for a strike. So 0-2 to the left-handed hitting Stowers. But more realistically, in his 11 career starts here, he's 3-3 with a 3.48 ERA. A total of 64 2/3 innings in which he has struck out 79. Time called, and deGrom will step off here. deGrom, over his last 4 starts, 3 wins and 1 no decision. A long pause. Pitch clock under 5 seconds, and now the delivery and a swing and a miss. Stowers out on the slider. deGrom strikes him out on 3 pitches. So 2 gone here in the last of the first, and that brings up Roberto Hernandez. For over 125 years, Globe Life has helped protect families when they need it most. Globe Life, make tomorrow better. So 2 on. Lopez at first. Hernandez hitting cleanup today. Right-handed hitter batting .235. 8 homers, 29 runs batted in. First pitch, a little low and outside for ball 1. Our plate umpire today, James Jean. Alex Tosi, the umpire, at first. Corey Blazers at second, and Jansen Visconti on the call at third. From the stretch, deGrom with the 1-0 pitch. Check swing, but that hits the outside corner for a strike. So 1-1 here, the count to Hernandez. Hernandez 2 for 7 in the series. Both of his hits for extra bases, a double and a home run. He calls his timeout, steps out, far out of the box, and now he'll dig back in here. Lopez, very good speed at first. Conservative lead for him. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Elevated fastball, and Hernandez not able to catch up to it. And that'll make it a ball and 2 strikes. Lopez at second, up the middle here. Duran at short, playing the right-handed hitter to pull. The 1-2, check swing. The pitch is outside. Did he go? He did not. No chase on the slider there. And that makes it 2-2. The slider, of course, just a devastating pitch for DeGrom. Opponents only hitting 158 against that offering this season. Now the 2-2. And that hits in the dirt. Nice stop there by Diaz. And it's a full count here to Hernandez. DeGrom and Diaz, the Ranger battery today. Berger at first, Lopez at second, Duran at short, Young at third. In the Rangers outfield, it's Osuna in left, Langford in center, and Nimmo in right field. Rangers in their traditional road grays, Marlins in their traditional home whites today. 3-2 pitch, a slow grounder right side. Lopez far to his left, picks it up, gets it over to Berger in time, and Hernandez the final out in the inning. No runs, a hit, 1 man left. We go to the second, 0-0 on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Friday, June 19th is your chance to score the Jacob deGrom City Connect bobblehead thanks to T-Mobile. Just be one of the first 10,000 fans at the ball. Your take on Fernando Tatis Jr. and the Padres. Tickets at Rangers.com.
Rangers fans, Rangers Sports Network, presented by Progressive, is here bringing you more ways to watch the Rangers than ever before. Locally produced games are available in our 5-state territory on DirecTV, DirecTV Stream, Uverse, Spectrum, Fubo, Victory Plus, Astound, Vibe, Juice, GVTC, and Cherokee. The Rangers will also have 15 over-the-air broadcasts on CW33 and on a network of stations outside DFW. For questions and updates, head over to Rangers.com/tunein.
Community Coffee is the official coffee and proud tea partner of the Texas Rangers. Family-owned Community Coffee began in 1919 on the belief that great coffee has the power to bring people together. Today, they craft delicious coffees in ground, whole bean, K-Cup pods, instant, and ready-to-drink beverages. They also give back to community heroes like educators, military members, and first responders. Find Community Coffee at a store near you or on communitycoffee.com. Community Coffee. Community in every cup since 1919.
Tour 2026. One night. Globe Life Field, September 9th. Tickets are on sale now at livenation.com.
Still morning back home, and we go to the second inning here in Miami. 0-0 after one. Brandon Nimmo steps to the plate. Step into the mic. It's Jared Sandler.
Thanks, Matt. Yuri Perez, a 14-pitch first inning. And the 15th pitch of his outing is swung on and fouled back. Brandon Nimmo, a couple of hits yesterday, a homer and a triple. He had a triple in the 9th inning. And the Rangers try to mount a furious comeback that came up just short on Josh Young's fly out to deep left center to end the game. 0-1. Swing and a tip in and out of the mitts of the catcher Navarreto, and the count's 0-2 to Nimmo. Brandon had a little bit of a downturn, but has ticked back up recently. He's got hits in 7 straight. 0-2. Swinging a foul ball, just spoiled towards the Marlins dugout. Count stays 0-2. And how about this for Brandon? Over his last 14 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 multi-hit games. That'll play. The 0-2. Nimmo takes low and away. A changeup from Perez. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Otto Lopez, the Marlins shortstop, still leads Major League Baseball in multi-hit games with 32. The American League leader is Yordan Alvarez with 27. 1-2 in the dirt. Josh Young is right behind Alvarez at 26. And he is now tied with Brandon Nimmo at 26 after Nimmo's multi-hit effort yesterday. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Perez standing tall on the first base side, steps into the windup. The pitch. Way upstairs, and the count's gone full. Perez, a guy who will walk batters, and he walks lefties at a rate way more frequently than he walks righties. Nimmo, a lefty, has worked the count full. The 3-2. Swinging a fly ball, sliced into deep left center. Marcy back on the track, and he makes the catch just to the left of the 400 sign. So Nimmo, a deep fly out for the first out in the top of the second. Our broadcast brought to you by Balcones. Discover Balcones Distilling, the original Texas whiskey. So that brings up Jake Burger. Burger got yesterday off. Skip Schumacher having him face Perez today, and the first pitch from Perez is a slider low and away, swung on and missed. Jake went 0 for 2 with a couple of walks in the opener of this series. His second multi-walk game of the season. It ended his 8-game hitting streak, but we just converted to an on-base streak now. The 0-1 is a sweeper outside. So Burger's reached in 9 straight games. OPS is 754 coming into play today. Mark way better than his figure last year. The 1-1, swinging a ground ball to third. Diving snag by the third baseman Jimenez. Gets up, throws to first, and it's in time. Ooh. I think the Rangers are going to review this one.
Man, I thought he was safe.
I did too.
I mean, great play by Jimenez to get that, to pop up, to spin, and get that throw across the diamond. But Burger runs fairly well.
And the Rangers are going to ask for a review.
Texas is challenging the out call at first base.
Jansen Visconti, Corey Blazer, the voice you just heard. The first base umpire for today's ball game, who made the call, Alex Tosi. So we'll wait and see. Jake pretty confident we're getting a slow-mo look, and Jake is safe. That's not even close.
Yep, not close at all.
So an infield single for Burger. He hit it hard enough to where Marcy, or the third baseman Jimenez, as he made the diving play away from the line, had a sort of spin to gather himself. You hear Corey Blazer overturning the call. And so I almost think that while sometimes the harder you hit a ball, the tougher it is to reach because it gets to the defender quickly, I think it's slowed down Jimenez's process because of how Jake hit it. So an infield single is the first base runner for the Rangers. And that brings up Ezekiel Duran. Perez pitching from the stretch for the first time, and the first pitch to Duran is a slider swung on and missed. Righties have fared a lot better against Perez this year than lefties because righties have slugged a whole lot more. 0-1. Pitch is grounded to short, could be 2. Lopez flips to second for 1. On to first, not in time. And now Stowers looks into the Marlins dugout, kind of shakes his right hand like, maybe. Now the Marlins will consider review, and they're not going to ask for a review, so the fielder's choice extends the inning. Yeah, Perez has actually faced more lefties than righties. Teams have tried to stack their lineups against him with lefties or switch hitters who bat left-handed. It's not often the case. Typically a pitcher will face more righties than lefties, but Perez has faced about 30 more right-handed hitters this year than lefties. Or lefties than righties, I should say. And here's another lefty in Osuna. That's outside. But he's given up 8 home runs to righties, just 3 to lefties. Righties are slugging about 150 points better against Perez than lefties. That's the real difference when you look at his platoon splits. 1-0. That's outside. Snap throw to first. Duran off the bag, and he's out. He tried to dive to the back part of the base. Stowers applied the tag. The Rangers going to consider a review again. Skip Schumacher is going to ask for review. And Duran is pretty confident he's safe. And looking at the replay, tough to tell at first glance. Corey Blazer on the mic again. What are we seeing here, Hicksy?
He is, I don't know, man.
That's going to be a tough one to overturn.
That's a breezy tag there by Stowers. He barely gets him on the right bicep / tricep, but hard to determine, at least of the calls that we've seen, when Zeke's hand got back on the bag. But Zeke was pretty far off there with his secondary lead, really challenging Navarreto. You know, Navarreto, a guy who's playing his first big league game today, a guy whose time in the big leagues has not been very much, a total of 10 games prior to this season, 8 last year. But he does have a very good arm. Over the course of a very long minor league career, he's thrown out 40% of the men trying to steal against him. He's got a pretty good percentage at the big league level as well in a real small sample size. But you can't discount his arm, and he made a very good throw down to first.
Now, if you're watching at home while listening to us or basing it off of our take on the monitor, we get a single view. Back at the replay command center, they can piece multiple views together to try and figure out, okay, well, this is the point at which the tag was made. Where was the hand on the base with an overhead shot? Well, we look at this shot and that shot, so tough to tell. I'd say this, you probably have to be pretty confident to use a challenge with 2 outs on this play, right? Because, you know, you got to factor that into the calculus. We're in the top of the second. No score. Rangers and Marlins. While they continue to review this, I want to remind you to think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
And if it's taking this long, it's probably not a good thing for the Rangers. Here we go.
After review, the call to the stage, runners out, Texas will lose their challenge.
So Duran picked off on a back throw by Navarreto, and that sends us to the bottom of the second. Rangers get an infield single, runner erased, no one stranded technically. Jacob deGrom back out for his second inning of work after this. Rangers Radio Network.
Nothing pairs with Rangers baseball like big flavor, and nobody does it like Portillo's. Serving up Chicago-style hot dogs, juicy char-grilled burgers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and one-of-a-kind chocolate cake shakes, all made with high-quality ingredients and bold, craveable flavor. And don't forget our signature slow-roasted Italian beef sandwiches, piled high and dripping with goodness. Pair it with an ice-cold Coca-Cola for the perfect lineup. Hungry yet? Good news. Portillo's has 10 locations across DFW, so you're never far from your next bite.
Hi. Sorry, did I startle you? When you're used to hearing a certain type of commercial, something like this can, well, take you by surprise. That's kind of how it is with the Lexus RX, a vehicle that has continued to defy expectations for over 25 years. From the first luxury vehicle of its kind, to the first hybrid luxury vehicle, to the only plug-in hybrid worthy of the RX name. We understand you want more than the everyday SUV. And isn't being understood an amazing feeling? Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Just because the Texas Rangers are in action doesn't mean you have to sit in the dugout. At Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, you can bring your A game to our array of thrilling table games. Experience edge-of-your-seat excitement at over 7,000 slot machines. Or grab an ice-cold beer at one of our sports bars the next time the Rangers suit up. Get your game on at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, official partner of the Texas Rangers.
Thanks for making The Fan DFW's #1 rated sports station so far in 2026. To those of you that TOLO, which means turn it on and leave it on The Fan, you're appreciated.
Jacob deGrom starting his second inning of work. He put up a donut in the first, facing Griffin Conine to begin the second, and the first pitch is swung on and missed by Conine. A slider towards the back foot at 90 miles an hour, and the count's 0-1. Conine, 28 years old, from Plantation, Florida. 0-1, swing and a miss, another slider. Right there at 90 miles an hour again, and the count's 0-2. He attended Duke. He was actually drafted out of high school by the Marlins in 2015, but didn't sign, instead honoring his commitment to Duke. The 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Appeal made to third base umpire Jansen Visconti. So the count 1-2. 3 straight sliders thrown by DeGrom to Conine. DeGrom gave up a single in the first, but that's it. Wind up and the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another slider. Conine looked like he had no shot against it. The strikeout for DeGrom is his second. And the leadoff man's retired in the second inning.
It's a pitch that was over the middle of the plate, but it looks like a strike coming in, and then has, in this case, a little more curveball action, more of a straight drop below the zone, getting Conine to swing over it.
So here's Marcy, left-handed hitting center fielder. He's one of like a million guys on this Marlins team that at one point was a part of the Padres organization. First pitch, a changeup swung on and missed.
Did Brad tell you that?
Yeah, that's using that Clemson map.
All right.
Marcy came over to the Marlins in the Luis Arraez trade. The 0-1. And that's low. A changeup just missing from DeGrom. The count 1-1. Now the Marlins and Padres have been frequent trade partners in recent years. DeGrom steps off the rubber. You have the Luis Arraez trade. Is the big one in 2024 that brought Marcy over. 1-1. Swing and a miss. A slider to the back foot. And the count's 1-2. That was one in which 5 players were involved. 4 going to the Marlins. Just one to the Padres. The 1-2 grounded to first. Berger's got it. Takes it to the bag himself. And we've got 2 quick outs. No score in the bottom of the second inning. You look at some of the other deals. I guess you got to mention a deal from way back between the Marlins and the Padres in 1997 that sent Kevin Brown to the Padres. There's also that deal in 93 that sent Trevor Hoffman to the Padres for Gary Sheffield. First pitch to Owen Casey is a strike. But in recent years, there's the Luis Arraez trade, the Tanner Scott trade, the Ryan Weathers trade, the Andrew Kashner deal. The 0-1 is low. That was a big trade that involved Luis Castillo, the pitcher, not the position player. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. A fastball pumped by at 97. The count 1-2 to the lefty Casey, who had a big 3-run home run off of Jose Corniel in yesterday's Marlins win. Left side of the infield shifted towards the middle against Casey, the Canadian. You got your passport?
Got it.
Do we know for sure they'll let you into Canada?
We're not sure about that.
1-2. Swinging a bouncer foul into the Rangers dugout, first base side. Hey, just a reminder that after the Rangers go to Toronto, they go to Cleveland and then back home to take on the Tigers for 3 on the 2nd, 4th, and 5th of July. On the 2nd, it's the Corey Seager hitting bobblehead presented by Globe Life. 1-2. Swinging a foul back. First 10,000 fans will come away with that bobble. Tickets at Rangers.com. Rangers haven't been at home for the 4th of July in quite some time, but will be at home this year on America's 250th birthday. The 1-2. Just missing. DeGrom went to the slider, and Casey was able to lay off a pitch that was over but low in the count. Now 2-2. 7th pitch coming to Casey. DeGrom delivers homeward. Swing and a miss. He went up top with the fastball. Casey unable to connect. A couple of strikeouts in the inning for DeGrom. It's a 1-2-3 pays on light checkout inning. And we go to the 3rd. We're scoreless on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Mute the city. Turn up the Corona. Corona. La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Import, Chicago, Illinois.
It's time to turn your sports knowledge into cash with PlayScore, a brand new game where you can win 35 times your money by simply picking which players will perform better. Trout versus Seager, Judge versus Ohtani, Soto versus Freeman. Pick who's going to score more fantasy points and you win. Download PlayScore in the App Store today. That's PlayScore with the Q. PLAYSQOR. It's time to make your picks and win with PlayScore.
Hi, I'm Lynn Lamoth, CEO and owner of Perimeter Global Logistics, the official supply chain management partner of the Texas Rangers. As a woman-owned company, we're committed to hiring dynamic women who are ready to lead in logistics. Join our team at gopgl.com/Rangers.
Blue Mint Thai is now an official partner of the Texas Rangers, bringing award-winning Thai and Asian cuisine to Globe Life Field. Blue Mint has been voted the #1 Asian restaurant for South DFW, with locations in Mansfield, Midlothian, and coming soon to Arlington. Blue Mint Thai is veteran-owned and believes in giving back to the community. Visit Blue Mint Thai at any location so you can experience these authentic dishes passed down directly from Thailand. Franchises are also available. Visit www.bluemintrestaurant.com for more information.
We go to the third inning. It's scoreless between the Rangers and the Marlins. Alejandro Osuna set to lead things off for Texas, with Elias Diaz and Nicky Lopez to follow, 7, 8, and 9. Perez has faced the minimum through 2 because of his battery mate, Brian Navarreto's pickoff of Ezekiel Duran to end the top of the second. Left Osuna at the plate, so Osuna back in there. First pitch coming to Alejandro, and he takes a fastball at 96 miles an hour at the knees for a strike over the inside corner. Osuna hitting .259 on the season. Standing on his front toes, he awaits, and he reaches for an 0-1 pitch and pops one up. Left side of the infield. The shortstop Lopez curls behind the third baseman Jimenez and makes the catch. And there's one away to begin the top of the third. The Rangers fans, Budweiser and the Rangers will attempt to break the Guinness World Record for the largest glass of beer poured on July 4th at 1 p.m. in honor of America 250 and Budweiser 150. Come out to the Rangers Plaza just outside Texas Live. You can be a part of history, and you can help add to Hicksey's beer consumption in the 2026 calendar year. He's at 16 ounces.
16 ounces for the year.
First pitch to Diaz is cued foul into the Rangers dugout. Look out. Sent some guys scrambling, but no one impacted by the ball, so the count's 0-1. And was that through which measurement system? I want to make sure we're...
It was on the menu.
The 0-1.
It said 16 ounces.
Swinging a foul back. Just want to make sure we're standardizing.
Oh, since we're going to Toronto, that it wasn't milliliters or liters or whatever?
Are we using the international system of units?
Okay.
Also need confirmation you finished your beer.
Oh, I did. No question.
The 0-2. Outside, Diaz lays off a sweeper, and the count 1-2.
I was a little stressed when I went to dinner that night.
Apparently.
I had just taken my first Waymo.
Oh, it was that night?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez. I wish I was in that car with you. The 1-2. Inside. Count 2-2. I don't know if Navarreto was deking Diaz or if Perez just missed his spot. Navarreto was reaching up and towards the outside part of the plate. That pitch missed down and way inside. Navarreto with his glove up here, the 2-2. Diaz, soft liner to second, a flare shot. Edwards to his left makes the catch. And we've got 2 outs in the top of the third. Well, the Rangers get on the plane after this one and go to Toronto. Our drive to the next series presented by NTTA. Kevin Gausman set to kick things off for the Blue Jays. Rangers missing Trey Savage, who pitches tonight for Toronto. It's Gausman and Gore, the expected starters tomorrow.
First pitch to Lopez, a swing and a foul back. I believe it'll be Patrick Corbin and our old pal Patrick Corbin and our current pal Nathan Eovaldi on Friday. Kumar Rocker, Dylan Cease on Saturday, and then Shane Bieber versus TBA on Sunday. That would be yesterday's turn. Cal Quantrill started yesterday. We'll see what the Rangers elect to do on Sunday. 0-1. Breaking ball up and away. The count 1-1. But it's a 4-game series north of the border against the defending American League pennant winners and the team, I don't care what metric system you use, a fingernail perhaps away from winning the World Series last year. The 1-1 to Lopez. That's low. The count 2-1. The lefty Lopez hitting in the 9th spot for Skip Schumacher today.
Maybe just another dash in Kiner Falefa's name away from winning
Very
the
fair.
title.
The 2-1. Swinging a foul back. Perez has been efficient so far. 14 pitches in the first inning. In the second inning, he threw 2 pitches to Osuna before the pickoff. And threw 14 in total. He's about to throw his 12th pitch here in the third inning. It'll be his 40th pitch of the game. Glove covered up his face. He now drops it to the belt as he winds. The 2-2. Swinging a foul. Out of play behind the dish. Heading towards our level, but drops just a bit beneath us. Count remains 2-2 to Lopez. Left side of the infield shaded towards the middle. The third baseman Jimenez way off the line and well behind the base path. Bunch of screaming camp kids in Loon Depot Park today. The 2-2. Swinging another foul. Same spot. Lopez this time spoils off a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. As a matter of fact, all 3 of his foul balls with 2 strikes have come on the 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Perez holding up his right hand to his ear to make sure he can hear the PitchCom device. 2-2 to Lopez. Swinging a bouncer off of Perez's glove. It redirects, and that's going to end as an infield single. Had Perez not came in contact with it, Edwards and Lopez were both converging, but neither was in a position to make a play on the redirect. So an infield single for Nicky Lopez extends the Rangers inning in the top of the third.
Can't say for sure that had he not touched it that he would have been out, but Edwards certainly would have gotten to the ball and I think would have made it a close play at first.
Lopez had his 5-game hitting streak end yesterday, but he reached base, so he's now reached base in 7 straight. First pitch to Peterson, check swing, down and in. He lays off, count 1-0. Lopez has reached base in 9 straight starts. 1-0. There's a strike at the bottom of the zone. Peterson didn't pull the trigger on a slider. Count 1-1. Jock yesterday, another multi-hit effort. Lefty with a slightly open stance. Lopez goes. The pitch is taken. Navarreto's throw is on the money, but late as Lopez dives in behind the tag. The shortstop Lopez received the throw. The Marlins are going to consider review, and they're going to ask for a review. So we already have our 3rd review of the ball game. We're currently in a scoreless tie in the top of the 3rd.
Miami stands challenging the state call at second base.
Taking a look. I think he's out. I think that was a great job.
Wow, great throw.
Yeah, the throw and tag were executed perfectly. Lopez allowed the throw to just take his glove into Lopez's body. Otto Lopez taking it into Nicky Lopez's body. A couple Lopez's involved. So Lopez is going to be caught stealing once they get the official ruling. And the Marlins are already starting to leave the field.
Yeah, when everybody saw that, they just started walking off. But they're hanging out along the third base line just in case they saw something in New York that we didn't see.
Well, I'd be surprised if this was not overturned, but
I'm surprised it's taken this long.
And I think the Marlins just got word that it's been overturned because Yuri Perez is walking off the field. Here's the call.
The field is overturned. The runner's out. Miami will be taking it down.
So Perez has still faced just the minimum through 3. We go to the bottom of the third. It's scoreless. Rangers and Marlins on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Winning takes focus, strategy, and the right team. When you're founder of Trajan Wealth, and here in Texas, we're proud to work with Rangers legend Michael Young.
Hey Jeff, you're right. Baseball is a team sport. Every player has a role. That's how championships are built. Off the field, I wanted the same kind of team around my financial life.
That's exactly how we built Trajan Wealth. Most advisors just manage investments and refer you somewhere else for tax and estate planning. We built a family office model that brings it all together: wealth, tax, and estate. One coordinated team working together on your financial plan.
That's why I trust Trajan. They look at the whole game, not just one inning.
If you want one team working together on your financial future, call Trajan today.
469-949-TEAM. That's 469-949-8326.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Client paid advertisement. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
In Texas, we've got pickup trucks.
In Monaco, we have super yachts.
Get the best of both worlds with Monaco scratch tickets from the Texas Lottery. Top prizes up to $1 million and enter for a chance to win a luxury trip to Monaco. Must be 18 or older. Play responsibly.
A little sweet, a little heat, a whole lot of flavor. Whataburger's coming in hot. Not too hot. With the new Hot Honey Crisp Whata Chicken Sandwich. It's got a tangy red pepper cheese, topped with our new crispy chicken breast, and drizzled with sweet hot honey. Here for a limited time. Don't say we didn't warn you. What a burger. Come one, come y'all.
Kevin Adam back in the studio. Santiago here with us at Lone Depot Park alongside Matt Hicks, Jared Sandler with you as we go to the bottom of the third. Leo Jimenez leading off against Jacob deGrom in a scoreless ball game. And the first pitch is a fastball for strike one. Jimenez, Navarreto, and Edwards. 8-9-1 due up for the Fish. Wind up in deGrom's 0-1. Slider biting low and away, and the count evens up. Navarreto making his 2026 big league debut. He's had a pretty nice start. He's on deck. The 1-1 popped up foul. Navarreto is thrown out. A runner trying to steal. Nicky Lopez to end the top of the third. And picked off Ezekiel Duran too far off of first to end the second. Jimenez, the 1-2. He swings and it's a weak grounder to short. Duran has it. Sidearms to first. Jimenez retired. One away in the bottom of the third. And that brings up Navarreto. Hey, Rangers baseball sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Take the next step toward your career with great benefits and an award-winning workplace. Apply at careers.progressive.com. Grom winds. The first pitch to Navarreto. A swing and a miss. A slider from Jacob. We've talked ad nauseum about how dominant that pitch has been, obviously in his career, but specifically this year. 0-1. Swing and a tip held onto by Diaz on another slider. The count 0-2. Time called by Navarreto. deGrom about to throw his 38th pitch. Here it comes, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, 3 sliders. See you later. Strikeout for deGrom, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Let's pause for station identification along the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Your home of Texas Rangers baseball. KRLD-FM and HD1 Dallas-Fort Worth. We are 105.3 The Fan.
I have DeGrom at 38 pitches, Matt.
Uh-huh.
I've got DeGrom at 23 sliders. First pitch to Edwards, downstairs, ball one.
Certainly seems like he's slider heavy. And, of course, here in the opening game of this series on Monday when Kumar Rocker went 5, quote, relief innings, he, too, was slider heavy. Really good slider heavy.
1-0, strike over the inside corner, count 1-1. DeGrom's already gotten 13 swings and misses, 8 on the slider.
So he's got 9 more to go to catch Rocker from Monday.
1-1. Swinging a bouncer back to the mound. DeGrom's got it first base side. A quick flip to first, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 inning brought to you by Pay's Online Checkout. We are scoreless through 3 from the Fish Tank. Rangers and Marlins on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
When the Texas Chili Company began handcrafting their famous chili, Harry Truman was president. Gas was 20 cents, and no one locked their doors since then. But one thing that remains the same is the old-fashioned, never-canned chili by the Texas Chili Company. Some things have changed since they opened their doors. They didn't. The Texas Chili Company. Chili so good, they named a state after it.
Did you know responding to one spam call can lead to more? Or that the IRS would never ask for your Social Security number on the phone? Learn about scams and how to fight them with AARP. Sign up for their Fraud Watch Network alerts and free online workshops to help you recognize and avoid the latest scams. Remember, knowledge gives you power over scams. Visit aarp.org/fraudwatchnetwork.
Hi, I'm Lynn Lamoth, CEO and owner of Perimeter Global Logistics, the official supply chain management partner of the Texas Rangers. As a woman-owned company, we're committed to hiring dynamic women who are ready to lead in logistics. Join our team at gopgl.com/Rangers.
Hall of Famer Mike Singletary always makes a great call. Hey, Mike, tell the folks out there, what's a great call?
So a great call would be over 9 Sky, tough shade, 3 Sam. Can you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. But what if your AC breaks?
Oh, that's easy. Go to callbakernow.com.
Now that's a great call, Mike. If you need your AC repaired or replaced, go to callbakernow.com and schedule now. Baker Brothers. Great service.
Top half of the 4th inning on this Getaway Day Wednesday. Rangers and Marlins 0-0. And it's Jock Peterson to lead it off. The Rangers have gotten a couple of hits off of Yordi Perez, but he's faced the minimum through 3. Thanks to the arm of Brian Navarretto behind the plate. Peterson watching on this first pitch, a curveball that misses from Perez for ball 1. Peterson popped up to the third baseman Jimenez his first time up. And Jock now 5 for 10 in the series. The swing and a miss here at the sweeper, and that'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Perez with 6 different pitches in his arsenal. Sweeper this year, he's thrown just under 15% of the time. And much like Jacob deGrom for Perez, the slider has been a very effective pitch in terms of limiting batting average. Here's a ball sharply hit up the middle, right by the bag at second, fielded by the shortstop Lopez. His throw to Stowers in plenty of time. 1 away here in the top of the 4th. And that brings up Wyatt Langford. Opponents hitting just 160 against the Perez slider, though they're slugging 440. The slider, a pitch he's thrown right around 15% of the time as well. Here's Wyatt Langford, and Wyatt sends one high and deep into center. Marcy going back, looking up, and it's into the home run harbor. Wyatt Langford touches them all, his 7th home run of the season. He has put Texas on top 1-0.
Wyatt is on some kind of a run here, making up for some lost time. That was a no-doubter off the stick. He poked that one 437 feet.
Pretty decent shot there, just to the left of straightaway center. Home run number 7, RBI number 17. Josh Young, the batter. He checks his swing on a pitch that's away for ball 1. So our first run is on the board, brought to you by Kubota, as is our first home run, brought to you by Trajan Wealth. Plan smarter, dream bigger. The 1-0, cracked foul. Look out, Corey Ragsdale. Little skippy hop over that sharp ground ball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Young, who was out on a fine play by Jimenez back in the first.
Rags is an athlete. He's fine.
Yeah. You get to see the footwork there.
See if he's icing his back on the plane after that.
The 1-1, a swing and a foul. That one comes straight back. So make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Rangers continue to hit about a home run per ball game. We are playing the 80th game of the season tomorrow. The opener of the series in Toronto will get us through to the halfway point. But the Rangers now with 82 home runs in 80 games. As this pitch is at the top of the zone for a called 3rd strike. Young goes down looking at a heater. 2 down in the inning. And for Yuri Perez, that is his first strikeout here today. It brings up Brandon Nimmo. That home run also giving the Rangers now home runs in 7 consecutive games. As Nimmo swings and fouls one off here, that hit either Navarreto or the plate umpire James Jean. And strike 1 to Nimmo. Nimmo sent one to the warning track in center his first time up. And with that fly ball out, is now 5 for 9 in the series. Perez with the 0-1. And that ball hit on the ground to second. To his left, Edwards. He scoops it up. Short throw to Stowers takes care of Nimmo for the final out in the inning. But the Rangers grab the lead on the home run by Wyatt Langford. 3.5 in the books. It's 1-0 Texas on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
As the original American single malt from Texas, Balcones Distilling has been leading the recently ratified American single malt movement from the beginning, right from the heart of Texas. Quality Texas grains, collaborating with the uncompromising climate, or adapting to let local flavors flourish, Balcones intentionally crafts every bottle of award-winning whiskey to deliver a true taste of this great state. Balcones, the official Texas whiskey of your Texas Rangers. Must be 21 or older. Please drink responsibly.
Give me that golden. I'm obsessed with the best, not a crave, won't rest. This spice hits right with a crunch that's tight, locked in. Hey, give me that.
Golden Chick is chicken for chicken fanatics. So don't settle for basic. It's time to step up your chicken game with 4 golden tenders for just $5. 4 tenders for just $5. Lock in for real. Golden Chick is an official partner of your Texas Rangers.
Golden Chick.
Energy Transfer is proud to be the official Jersey Patch partner of the Texas Rangers. Our nationwide network of pipelines moves the natural gas and oil that power baseball stadiums across the country. From artificial turf to the bright stadium lights, we move the energy that makes these things possible.
July begins with a bang at the ballpark. A 9-game Rangers homestand starts July 2nd with a holiday weekend showdown against the Detroit Tigers. After that, Mike Trout and the Angels come to town. The big finish? Yordan Alvarez and the Astros drop in for the final home showdown in the Silver Boot Series. The season's halfway over. Don't let it slip away. Lasso your summer. Tickets at Rangers.com. All for Texas.
All right, we head to the bottom of the 4th. Rangers now with a 1-0 lead. I think you all are very well aware of the fact that the Rangers have a very good record when they score the game's first run. Here's foul ball off the bat of Otto Lopez into the seats on the first base side for strike 1. Rangers 28-9 this year when they score first, 10-32 when they do not. This pitch is outside, check swing on appeal. Alex Tosi says he does not go, so 1 ball, 1 strike to Lopez, who singled into right his first time up. He's now 5 for 9 in the series and has extended his current on-base streak to 17 games. DeGrom turns and delivers. And that pitch just a little bit low and outside. Didn't miss by much. So make it 2-1 to Lopez, to be followed by Stowers and then Hernandez here in the Miami 4th. A run on 3 hits now for the Rangers. No runs, 1 hit for the Marlins. The 2-1 on the way. And that just missed the outside part of the plate. Diaz holding it for a while, but does not ask for an ABS review. And so the count moves to 3-1. Lopez waiting on DeGrom. Here's the pitch. Another close one toward the outside part of the plate to ball 4. And DeGrom is asking, where was that? And just before DeGrom indicated, was that down? Gene turned his head looking off to the left and didn't see the visual request from DeGrom.
And that pitch was, in fact, out of the zone. Had that been reviewed, it would have been an easy look at the box to show that it was, in fact, the ball.
So it's a leadoff walk as Stowers swings and slices one down the left field line, but it drops foul. Foul by probably, I don't know, maybe 6 to 8 feet. 344 down the left field line. Probably hit that ball about 300 or so feet away from home plate, but it's a long strike here for Stowers, who looked overmatched in the first inning, striking out on 3 consecutive pitches, going down on a slider. Stowers does strike out a lot, but again, here of late, he's been getting the bat on the ball, and his batting average has been climbing, as has his power numbers. The 0-1, swinging a bouncing ball foul first base side. No balls, 2 strikes, the count. 4th inning brought to you by the Texas Lottery, which proudly supports Texas education and veterans. Thanks to the Texas Lottery, Metroplex ISD employees can take advantage of savings on select Texas Rangers games this season. Look for ticket specials on Rangers.com. The 0-2 on the way. High. Stowers backs away from it with his upper body and then fell to his left knee. He'll get back up here. The count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And that pitch high, so make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. The only one of these Marlins that had ever faced DeGrom prior to today not in the lineup. That's Ruiz. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. That sharp slider down and in, and Stowers strikes out on the same pitch that got him back in the first. One away here in the bottom of the 4th. 5 strikeouts now for DeGrom, and that brings up Roberto Hernandez, who grounded out to Nicky Lopez his first time up. So 1 on, 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Rangers leading by a run. And the first offering to Hernandez. He hits one high and deep out into left. Osuna goes back, now comes in a few steps to make the catch in straightaway and deep left field for the 2nd out. Sounded really good off the bat, but he never got back to the track, so 2 men are gone. And that brings up Griffin Conine. Conine struck out his first time. Very efficient outing so far for DeGrom. 41 pitches through the first 3 innings. And this next pitch will be his 53rd of the afternoon. And Conine, the left-handed hitter, takes it outside for ball 1. Rangers playing the left-handed hitter to pull in the infield. Langford shading him a few steps toward left center, out in center field. As DeGrom sets at the belt and now comes home. Swing and a miss. Conine tried to check but went around on that slider. And that'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Lopez on board at first. A longer hold by DeGrom as Lopez dances around. And the pitch is ripped out into right field. That's a base hit. It gets by Nimmo, goes all the way to the wall. Lopez, plenty of speed. He's being waved home. The relay throw not forthcoming. Lopez scores standing up on Conine's double into the right field corner. It is not a shutdown inning, and we're tied at 1.
Well, that was a slider that Jacob left up. And Conine last time up really struggled with the slider. He had a swing and a miss on a slider the pitch before, but that one was just in a more hittable spot and a location that Jacob would love to have back.
RBI number 5 for Conine. And another run yielded by the Rangers with 2 men out. And that brings up Jacob Marcy. Marcy grounded out to Berger back in the second. Just the second hit surrendered by DeGrom today. And here's a ball lifted out into left center field, but Langford has it measured. He'll make the two-hand grab in the alley to get Marcy for the final out. Marlins tie it up. They get a run on a hit. They leave a man. We've played 4. We're knotted at 1 on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Winning takes focus and the right team. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth, and here in Texas, we're proud to work with Rangers legend Michael Young.
Hey, Jeff, you're right. Baseball is a team sport. Every player has a role. That's how championships are built. Off the field, I wanted the same kind of team around my financial life.
That's exactly how we built Trajan Wealth. Most advisors just manage investments and refer you somewhere else for tax and estate planning. We built a family office model that brings it all together: wealth, tax, and estate. One coordinated team working together on your financial plan.
That's why I trust Trajan. They look at the whole game, not just one inning.
If you want one team working together on your financial future, call Trajan today.
469-949-TEAM. That's 469-949-8326.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Client paid advertisement. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Hot dogs! Get your quick trip hot dogs! Toppings bar! All you can toppings bar! Relish, onions, mustard, and more! Frizzoni! Ice cold home run berry Frizzoni!
Babe, it's your day off. I thought you weren't going to do the voice.
But we're at QT. Feels just like being at a Rangers game.
True.
Oh, look, peanuts. Peanuts. Get your peanuts here, peanuts. Baseball's back. Get your favorite snacks and more all season long at Quick Trip. Proud sponsor of the Texas Rangers.
The Rangers open July with a huge homestand that starts July 2nd with a holiday weekend showdown against the Tigers. After that, the Angels roll into town. Then, Yordan Alvarez and the Astros drop in for one last time this season. Tickets at Rangers.com.
All right, top half of the 5th inning, and it's Jake Berger to lead things off for the Rangers. Berger, Duran, and Osuna. Each team scoring a run in the 4th inning. Berger singled his first time up. And he takes this sweeper low for ball 1. Berger with that single off of Jimenez back in the second, extending his current on-base streak to 10 games. The 1-0. And that ball popped up high in the air, right side of the infield. Stowers, the first baseman, will make the one-hand grab, and Berger is the first out. Brings up Ezekiel Duran. The 5th inning of our broadcast brought to you by Balcones. Discover Balcones Distilling, the original Texas whiskey. Well, on this Wednesday around Major League Baseball, ours had been the only game in progress until just a few moments ago. The Cubs and the Mets are now underway in New York. First pitch to Duran on the outside corner for strike 1. There are 3 other afternoon games on the slate to get started later. Guardians in Chicago to take on the White Sox. The 0-1. A bunt attempt by Zeke. It's popped up. Navarrete cannot make the play. He came out of his crouch a little bit late. Found the ball. but was a couple of strides shy of being able to make a play there. And the count 0-2. Red Sox are in Denver to take on the Rockies, and the Orioles and Angels will play in L.A. Those are your afternoon slates on the Quick Trip scoreboard. And Cubs and Mets just getting started. The Cubs did not score in their half of the first. Mets now batting in the bottom of the first. This pitch is high and tight, right across the letters, almost hitting Zeke. He backs out of the way. So make it a ball and 2 strikes. And then everything else is being played tonight. As Jared mentioned earlier, the Blue Jays, the Rangers' next opponent, wrapping up a series at home against the Astros. There's a ball fouled off over the netting just below us. And keep it at 1-2. Trey Savage going for Toronto tonight. Mike Burrows going for Houston. Blue Jays with a win would get back to 500. Again, the 1-2. And a swing and a foul. That one comes straight back. At the outset of play today, the Rangers and Astros with the same number of wins, 38. The Astros have played 2 more games, so therefore have 2 more losses than Texas. Duran asking for time, kicking dirt around in the box, readjusts the batting helmet, and now gets set. Looks out to Perez, who fires another 1-2 pitch. Off speed with the sweeper, he misses outside. And that'll make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Duran 0 for 1, reaching on a fielder's choice in the second, and then ended up getting picked off of first by the catcher Navarreto. 2-2 pitch in the dirt outside. Full count now to Duran. The 2 pitchers just about even in terms of pitches thrown through 4 innings. Perez had thrown 55, DeGrom 56. This one about as even as you can get. Now the 3-2. And that's hit off the end of the bat into the air, foul on the right side. Stowers gives chase, but this one back in the seats, and a fan with a glove makes a nice basket catch about 7-8 rows up in the seats. I think the school kids kind of got worn out there in the 4th inning. They were making a lot of noise, and they have to recharge.
Quite a down for sure.
Again, the payoff pitch and a chopper to third. Jimenez leaps to get the ball, but he leaps over the line. When he touches it, he's in foul territory, so says Jansen Visconti. And so we'll keep it a full count here. So far 9 pitches to Duran. Really fighting here against Perez. The kids that are here today are kind of spread out different parts of the ballpark. Most of them are in the lower seating bowl. There are a few that are in the second deck along, if you want to call it the Marlins side of the field, the third base side of the field. But I don't know, maybe about 5,000 kids or so here at the ballpark today. A camp day.
All wearing different bright colors.
I would imagine representing their particular school or particular camp. It's another foul ball, a souvenir for the folks down below to our left. But again, this is something that the Marlins do with regularity during the summer, day games during the week to get the games started at 12:10. Not necessarily a game moved up a little earlier because there's a World Cup game going on later this afternoon between Scotland and Brazil here. Here's a pop-up right side of the infield. Stowers is there. He's got it. He's recorded both outs here in the 5th. And that brings up Alejandro Osuna. That kickoff between Scotland and Brazil, I believe, set for 5 Eastern time or thereabouts. But it certainly helps that the 2 games are starting at different times. Right, this is Clayton McCullough, the manager, going out. There's been activity behind Perez. They want to be careful with him coming off the IL with that groin strain. So they had a number of pitches in mind. Apparently and Perez is done for the afternoon, falling and out shy of potentially being in line for a win. 2 outs, nobody on, 1-1 the score. New hurler coming on for Miami. And as he warms up, we pause for this on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Hey Rangers fans, taste Slurpee Summer at the ballpark, now with a brand new starting lineup. Try Powerade Blood Orange, Fresca Zero Sugar, and Banana. 3 new refreshing flavors ready to keep you cool all summer long. Now that's a brain freeze you want to catch. Take a break, cool off, and defeat the heat at Rangers games. Find Slurpee in select sections around the ballpark.
How will you perform in your next game or workout? Depends on how you recover from the last one. Get the 3 R's with chocolate milk. It rehydrates with natural electrolytes and 90% water content. Repairs muscle with 8 grams of high-quality protein per 8-ounce glass. And replenishes energy with the ideal carb-to-protein ratio. It's the sports drink nature intended. Get built with chocolate milk at betterwithdairy.com/performance.
Hi. Sorry, did I startle you? When you're used to hearing a certain type of commercial, something like this can, well, take you by surprise. That's kind of how it is with the Lexus RX, a vehicle that has continued to defy expectations for 25 years. From the first luxury vehicle of its kind, to the first hybrid luxury vehicle, to the only plug-in hybrid worthy of the RX name. We understand you want more than the everyday SUV. And isn't being understood an amazing feeling? Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
All right, a familiar face coming into pitch now for the Marlins in left-hander John King, the former Texas Ranger who was involved in a big trade deadline deal back in 2023. He and Tekoa Roby and Thomas Saggese dealt to the St. Louis Cardinals, the deal that brought the Rangers Jordan Montgomery and Chris Stratton. Osuna stands in, and he looks at a pitch that's low and outside, ball 1. King out of the stretch. This next pitch, a check swing. Marlins appeal, do not get a strike, so 2-0 now to Osuna. And King, who signed with the Marlins as a free agent just before the start of spring training, having a very good year. This pitch in for a strike, so make it 2-1 in 35 appearances. King 4-1 with a 2.14 ERA. Has given up just 17 hits in 33 2/3. He's walked only 8. There's a ball bounced foul as that goes behind third base coach Corey Ragsdale. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. John broke into the big leagues with the Rangers back in the COVID season of 2020. Pitched in 2021 and again 2022. And then early in 2023 before being dealt. Here's a liner right back up the middle. Goes right by the second base umpire Corey Blazer into center field. So a solid knock for Osuna. And Osuna hasn't had that many opportunities against left-handed pitching, but he's done well. He's now 5 for 12 against lefties with this sizzling single back up the middle.
And it's a little deceiving because the first couple of hits were just little dribblers along the infield, but here recently he's starting to hit the ball well against lefties, putting together quality at bats that portends well to his development in that part of the game.
Here's Elias Diaz now, right-handed hitting catcher, takes a pitch from King outside for ball 1. King here today is making his 250th big league appearance. Over portions of 3 seasons with the Cardinals, he appeared in 127 games for them. He'll miss again to Diaz, and the count now at 2 balls and no strikes. King, sinker, slider pitcher. Gets a few more ground balls than the average big league hurler. 2-0. Chopped toward third, charged by Jimenez. He's up with it from the cut. The throw across in plenty of time to get Diaz for the final out here in the 5th. So no runs, a hit. Osuna is stranded. 4.5 complete. We're tied at 1 on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Hi. Sorry, did I startle you? When you're used to hearing a certain type of commercial, something like this can, well, take you by. That's kind of how it is with the Lexus RX, a vehicle that has continued to defy expectations for over 25 years. From the first luxury vehicle of its kind, to the first hybrid luxury vehicle, to the only plug-in hybrid worthy of the RX name. we understand you want more than the everyday SUV. And isn't being understood an amazing feeling? Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
You love your land, and you have plans for it. During Kubota Orange Days, you'll love the great deals on our versatile, reliable lineup, helping you turn dream projects into reality. Visit your Kubota dealer today for the best deals of the year. Now through June 30th, get select compact tractors with 0% financing available or save up to $5,500. Sale ends soon. Go to KubotaOrangeDays.com for more information.
Caught in an online health advice rabbit hole? Get real answers from a real healthcare professional. Call Medical City Healthcare's Consultant Nurse to connect to an experienced licensed nurse who can provide health advice where and when you need it. Consultant Nurse is available 24/7 and it's free. Call 844-70-NURSE. When it's a question of your health, don't leave it to guesswork. Medical City Healthcare Consultant Nurse, the official healthcare system of the Texas Rangers.
The Rangers Tropicalata Smoothie is back at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Score one free with any food or bowl purchase through May 5th. Just through May 5th using promo code RANGERS2026 in the app or online. Valid only at participating Tropical Smoothie Cafe locations. Terms and conditions apply.
Bottom half of the fifth inning, it's a 1-1 ball game. Jacob deGrom to face the bottom third of the order here for the Marlins, starting with Owen Casey. Casey struck out in the second inning. You know what? We got started, I believe, at 12:11 local time. So here we are halfway through. We've played about an hour and 20 minutes. First pitch to Casey. He chops it foul off the plate, and it's strike one. When you think about it, you know, Toronto against Houston, a night game tonight. You know, it's a fairly lengthy flight from Miami to Toronto. This pitch low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike count. But
how far are we looking here?
You would think that if we get out of here at a reasonable time and there are no delays, that we would land in Toronto while that game is in progress. This pitch off the mark, and the count now 2 balls and 1 strike.
What do we think in flight time? What do we?
Well, let's see. Let's look up the estimated flight time here real quickly.
I could do that. I thought you knew it off the top of your head.
I don't know that kind of thing off the top of my head. Big swing and a miss here by Casey, and the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looks like the estimated flight time is just under 3 hours for later today.
Okay.
The 2-2 on the way. And that pitch is outside, so a full count here to Casey. So if we get to the airport at around 4:30-ish, take off a little bit after 5, land in Toronto somewhere around 8. Here's a line drive, right field, base hit. Casey on board with a leadoff single. And that'll bring up Leo Jimenez. So not that we could reasonably make it to the game tonight to watch any appreciable amount, but we'll be in our hotel room before that game ends.
Were you planning on making the trip?
To see the game?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither. Went last year during an off day. Actually saw Owen Casey, Cubs Blue Jays.
It was a swing and a miss by Jimenez for strike 1. Sometimes, if we're in a city on an off day and that team is playing, I will, I'll go by and watch. Leo 1. The pitch comes in low, 1 ball, 1 strike count. I remember many years ago, we had an off day in Cincinnati, and I had never been to the Great American Ballpark. And during that off day, the Reds were playing the Dodgers. And I'm like, I want to go see what's going on. It was about 100 degrees that day. Or at least it felt like it. The 1-1 chopped foul third base side. 1-2 the count to Jimenez, who grounded to short his first time up.
That was in Cincinnati?
In Cincinnati.
I'm surprised you didn't just spend all day at your favorite taco shop that apparently is the best in America.
You know what? It hadn't been built yet. It wasn't there yet.
Oh, okay.
They hadn't built those restaurants near the ballpark on that side.
And the people of Cincinnati were missing out up until that point.
They were. The 1-2. That pitch is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. But, you know, you've never been to a ballpark before you hear about it. Great American Ballpark, considered an offensive park, a park that yields quite a few home runs. Reds were playing the Dodgers. I'm like, yeah, I got to go see that game. And so I go to watch the game. And the Dodgers scored something like 16 or 18 runs. Here's a check swing, the pitch low and away. Rangers appeal, do not get a strike. And so DeGrom has gone to a full count here to the first 2 batters in the bottom of the 5th of a tie ball game. And I believe Adrian Gonzalez hit 3 home runs in that game.
Oh, wow.
And the Dodgers won something like 16-8, 16-10. Runner goes. The pitch is high, ball 4. So Jimenez draws a walk. And after what has been an efficient afternoon for DeGrom, a full count to Casey and Jimenez. Casey singles, Jimenez walks, and DeGrom finds himself in some trouble here at the bottom of the order with nobody out. Here's Brian Navarreto again playing in his first big league game this season. He's a guy who has been in professional baseball for a long time, 13 seasons in the minor leagues. He shows bunt, bunts it toward first. Berger fields it, and his only play is with Navarreto, who is backpedaling into the dirt circle, and Jake just throws the ball to Lopez covering. So a successful sacrifice for Navarreto. It goes 3-4. By the time Berger fielded that ball, he had no shot at either of the other runners. So now you've got Casey at third, Jimenez at second, and the top of the order coming up. And today the leadoff batter, Xavier Edwards, who was fly to deep left and on an excuse me swing bounced out back to DeGrom. So a tie ball game here. Infield drawn in, not quite in all the way. Young in on the turf at third. First pitch in for a strike to Edwards. Ezekiel Duran playing a step or 2 behind the base path at short, looking for some direction from the dugout here as exactly where to place himself. He's backed up a couple of steps. DeGrom ready with the 0-1. A look back to Jimenez at second, and now the pitch. Check swing by Edwards. The pitch is high and away, and that'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
No, you'd love a strikeout here, obviously, but Edwards and Lopez, the current batter and the on-deck hitter, 2 guys that don't swing and miss a lot, don't strike out a lot. Do a good job putting the ball in play.
Runners at second and third, only 1 out. The pitch is in the dirt. Nice block by Diaz. The ball comes up his chest protector and then bounces just behind the batter Edwards. Runners remain where they are, and it's 2-1 here to Edwards. One thing that DeGrom has done well this year, he's limited opponents within in scoring position to a 191 batting average. Needs some of that moxie right now. Here comes the 2-1. Check swing. The pitch just a little bit off the mark. So he's behind Edwards here at 3-1. The best hitter in baseball is on deck, Otto Lopez. First base open here. 3-1 the count. DeGrom with the pitch. Swinging a foul tip. Held on to by Diaz, and we've got a full count now to Xavier Edwards. 1-1. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Casey's at third, Jimenez at second. And now Edwards uses his timeout. Young is backed up into the cut. Duran has come in now. Over on the right side of the infield, Lopez and Berger both about a step or 2 behind the base path. Into the glove goes DeGrom. A longer hold, and now the pitch. And a pop-up foul going into the seats on the third base side. And coming up on the 4th of July, it's a Saturday. The Rangers are at home against the Detroit Tigers. And if you're one of the first 10,000 fans out to the park, you get America's 250th birthday jersey presented by Coca-Cola. Tickets are available at Rangers.com. Full count to Edwards. Here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive past Berger into right, a base hit. Casey has scored. Jimenez is being held at third. Nimmo gets the ball back in quickly. An RBI single for Edwards into right gives Miami a 2-1 lead.
It's a good battle there by Edwards. He actually hit a pitch that was probably ball 4. It was a changeup below the zone, but it was over the middle of the plate. And he was able to muscle that one through into right field. So the young Marlins putting together some good at-bats, and the test doesn't get any easier with Otto Lopez coming up.
28th RBI on the season for Edwards. Jordan Teague's the Rangers pitching coach out to have a chat here with DeGrom and Diaz. Lopez has been on board twice today. He singled to right in the first and then drew a walk in leadoff fashion in the fourth and came in to score the first Miami run. So you've got first and third now with one out. And Lopez, a guy who has, at least in this series, displayed some swing and miss, but at crunch time he's putting the bat on the ball with his effort so far here today. He's now 5 for 9 in this series, and in stretching his on-base streak to 17 games during this streak, he's hitting a little over 360 and reaching base at over a 400 clip. Entering play today, batting .337, best batting average in the major leagues. Rangers again with the infield in, but not quite in all the way. First pitch, Lopez takes it outside as DeGrom misses with a slider. Ball 1. Each team with 4 hits, but the Marlins now enjoying their first lead 2-1. DeGrom ready. The 1-0. And a bouncing ball right side. Lopez has it. Pushes to Zeke for one on to first. They turn 2. Big double play ball thrown by Jacob DeGrom. It goes 4-6-3, and it ends the Miami half of the 5th when the Rangers turn 2. McDonald's owners, operators of North Texas, in conjunction with the Texas Rangers Baseball Foundation, will donate $1,000 to the Ronalds of Dallas and Fort Worth. We head to the 6th in Miami. Marlins lead at 1 on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Rangers baseball is home on the 4th of July. The holiday weekend celebration at the ballpark starts Thursday, July 2nd, when Josh Young and the Rangers host the Tigers for a 3-game series July 2nd, 4th, and 5th. Each game features great giveaways like a Seager bobblehead, an America 250 jersey, and even a football scarf. Bring the family and make some memories. Tickets at Rangers.com. All for Texas.
Community Coffee is the official coffee and proud tea partner of the Texas Rangers. Family-owned Community Coffee began in 1919 on the belief that great coffee has the power to bring people together. Today, they craft delicious coffees in ground, whole bean, K-Cup pods, instant, and ready-to-drink beverages. They also give back to community heroes like educators, military members, and first responders. Find Community Coffee at a store near you or on communitycoffee.com. Community Coffee. Community in every cup since 1919. AMR, the official emergency response team of the Texas Rangers, invites you to follow your passion and find your purpose with a career in emergency medical services. Make the EMS big leagues with the national leader in emergency medical services and play a vital role providing care in any crisis. To learn more, visit amr.net/careers.
Rangers caught him stealing.
Now it's your turn. Anytime the Rangers catch a runner stealing a base, you get to steal a deal on your first slab pack. Arena Club is revolutionizing the way you collect, buy, sell, and trade the cards you love. From rookies to autos to grails, all in one app, anytime, anywhere. Welcome to a new era of collecting. Visit arenaclub.com and use code RANGERS to claim your deal.
Two to 1, Marlins leading. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Justin Foscue pinch hitting for Nicky Lopez with the lefty John King on the mound. Jock Peterson due up next. So King in to face a stretch of lefties. The first pitch to Foscue is low. He faced Osuna in the top of the 5th. Osuna singled and then got Diaz to ground out. So the Rangers lineup as it was originally constructed had 3 lefties in a 4-batter stretch. The 1-0 is strike called. King presumably in there to face those 4. This is the 3rd spot, although now the lefty Lopez has been replaced by the righty Foscue. The 1-1. Foscue swings and drives one to left field, but right to Hernandez. The left fielder backs up with his heels on the warning track, and he makes the catch. Strong contact by Foscue, but 1 away, and that brings up Peterson, who's going to stay in to face John King. Jock's done a nice job against lefties relative to expectation. One thing he has done is made lefties really throw strikes to him. He's done a good job of seeing pitches against lefties. First pitch inside. Doesn't matter so much against a reliever in terms of working up his pitch count, but point being, he's drawn walks and put himself in a more favorable spots because he's forced lefties to come into the zone against him. 1-0, swinging a foul, golfed out of play to the left. Count 1-1 to Peterson. Jock hitting 200 against lefties, but a 1,000 OPS. 3 extra base hits, including 2 triples against lefties. 1-1. Pitch is a strike over the inside corner, a changeup from King. So now the count's 1-2 to Peterson. Wyatt Langford, who hit a solo home run in the top of the 4th, is on deck. It does appear that there's action in the Marlins bullpen. It's very guarded, though. Tough to see from our view. 1-2. That's low. A sweeper that was over the plate, but south of the zone, and the count's 2-2. King leans over his right leg, gets the sign, third base side of the rubber. He's set, and the 2-2. Sidearm pitch, fouled back. Peterson stays alive. King will try to do it once more. The 2-2. Pitch to Jock. Swing and a tip held onto by the catcher Navarreto. Peterson strikes out on a changeup. And we've got 2 outs in the top of the 6th.
That activity out in the Miami pen, the right-hander Anthony Bender.
And Anthony Bender is going to come into the game. Clayton McCullough exiting the dugout. We've got a pitching change from Miami. 2-1 Marlins, top of the 6th. Bender coming in for King on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Texas is hiring, and Luxor Staffing is leading the way. As Texas's go-to staffing agency and official staffing partner of the Texas Rangers, Luxor Staffing connects top employers across DFW with qualified candidates in warehouse, distribution, manufacturing, and more. Job seekers get great pay, benefits, and room to grow. Employers get reliable talent fast. Whether you're looking for your next opportunity or your next great delivers, step up to the plate and visit LuxorStaffing.com today. Luxor Staffing, the name Texas trusts most.
It's time to turn your sports knowledge into cash with PlayScore, a brand new game where you can win 35 times your money by simply picking which players will perform better. Trout versus Seager, Judge versus Ohtani, Soto versus Freeman. Pick who's going to score more fantasy points and you win. Download PlayScore in the App Store today. That's PlayScore with the Q. PLAYSQOR. It's time to make your picks and win with PlayScore.
There are a lot of ways to make whiskey, but there's only one way to make Jack Daniels. Jack could have been like any other whiskey. Instead, we charcoal mellow every drop through 10 feet of hard sugar maple charcoal. We use water from Cave Spring Hollow in Lynchburg, Tennessee. It's no coincidence that Jack is what it is today. Because when you make your own label, you make everything else yours too. But we don't need to tell you that, do we? Make it count. Jack Daniels. Please drink responsibly. Tennessee Whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume. Jack Daniels Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee. Jack Daniels and Old Number 7 are registered trademarks. Copyright 2024 Jack Daniels. All rights reserved.
Counter, I would say, is Anthony Bender, the new pitcher for the Marlins, with 2 outs and nobody on. Top of the 6th inning. Wyatt Langford coming up. Langford hit a 437-foot home run his last time up. That was in the 4th inning. Tied for the longest home run of his career. 1 foot shy of the longest by a Ranger this year. Jake Berger had a 438-foot home run at Fenway Park. That was Jake's 100th career home run. So here's Wyatt. Broadcast brought to you by Whataburger. Try Whataburger's new Hot Honey Crisp What a Chicken Sandwich for a little limited time. Bender, the righty, making his second appearance of the series. Working on the first base side of the rubber. Hunched over as he comes set. First pitch, Langford rips one towards the middle into center field, a base hit. Bender hung a sweeper. Wyatt turned it around. And so the Rangers have the tying run on the bases and tying run with speed in Wyatt Langford.
Wyatt continues to do well against right-handed pitching. Much better numbers against righties than lefties.
Might make one wonder why you go to the righty.
Yeah.
First pitch to Josh Young. He takes a fastball for a strike. Josh 0 for 2 this game, 0 for the series so far. 2 runs on 4 hits for the Marlins, 1 run on 5 hits for the Rangers. 0-1. Langford goes. The pitch is a strike. Navarreto's throw is late. Langford slides into second safely ahead of the tag. And one of the challenges for Langford sometimes is whether or not he stays on the base, but it appears that he was able to do so. The Marlins considering a review, but are not going to ask for one. So Langford with the stolen base, that moves him in a scoring position as the tying run. The pitch was called a strike, so the count's 0-2 to Young.
Really is something to watch because Langford goes so hard into the bag with his slide, pops up, stays on the bag.
0-2. Bender's pitch. Swinging a cue shot foul towards the screen of the Rangers dugout. Young stays in there, fighting off the sweeper, and the count remains 0-2.
By the way, Bender was brought into the game Monday in the 7th inning to face Langford, and he walked him on 4 pitches. Then he got to face Young, and he struck him out.
Rangers hoping for a different fate this time between Bender and Young. 0-2. Bender checks second. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Young chases a sweeper off the plate. And Bender strikes out Young for the second time this series. Tying run left in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 2-1 Marlins on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
I can't believe the deal we got on these seats for the game.
Be pretty high up here. I think my ears just popped.
Yeah, here, put this on.
Is that an oxygen mask?
An official team oxygen mask.
Well, I can kind of see the field.
Good, your senses are still sharp. You're going to need them for phase 2 of the ascent.
Don't save money by sitting in the nosebleeds. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
In baseball, there are plenty of things you can count on. A sea of foam fingers, kids lining up for autographs, catching the wave as it makes its way around the stands. In healthcare, there are things you can rely on just the same, like counting on United Healthcare for reliable Medicare coverage with low out-of-pocket costs. With United Healthcare, you'll find a wide range of Medicare plans to choose from to fit your budget, your needs, and your life. Learn more at uhc.com.
Taco Bueno is bringing bold Tex-Mex flavor to Texas Rangers fans with game day meals built around its seasoned steak lineup. Dig into the steak flopping bowl or steak taco platter, packed with fresh ingredients and bold flavor in every bite. The steak flopping bowl also features Taco Bueno's new cayenne tortilla for an extra kick. You can also enjoy a steak taco a la carte with your favorite meal. And when the Rangers score, you score a free taco the next day when you show your app in-store. Taco Bueno, the official taco of the Texas Rangers.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Texas Rangers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Rangers Baseball, LLC.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Jacob deGrom facing Kyle Stowers to lead things off. Jacob got a massive double play to end the bottom of the 5th. Massive for a couple of reasons. One, it prevented the Marlins from adding on to a 2-1 lead, but also it ended his pitch allotment for that inning. You know, if Otto Lopez reaches, or maybe he's retired, but deGrom has to face another batter. Who knows how many more pitches he has to throw. It's currently sitting at 78. First pitch to Stowers is outside. That allows deGrom perhaps the opportunity to pitch the 6th and the 7th if he can get through this inning efficiently. The 1-0. That's outside. Count 2-0.
Here's the other crazy stat on that double play. That's the first ground ball double play that DeGrom has induced all season.
Wow, how about that? 2-0. Swing and a miss. Stowers unable to hit the slider. Jacob now with 11 whiffs on the slider, 19 in the ballgame. His whiff rate right around 45%. That's impressively high.
You know, back to the double play, DeGrom this season, his lowest ground ball rate ever. A lot of fly balls, a lot of line drives this year.
2-1. Strike over the outside corner on a fastball at 97, and the count 2-2.
So, at least this season, you don't expect him to get the ground ball, but boy, oh boy, that was big against the best hitter in baseball.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Fastball by him at 98. DeGrom the strikeout of Stowers to begin the 6th. 6 strikeouts now for Jacob. And with 1 out, that brings up Heriberto Hernandez.
And he attacked Stowers differently this at bat as opposed to the first 2, going more with the fastball. And this one was well located at 2-2, just a little off the outside, a little too close to take. And there's not much he could do with it, even if he had made contact.
First pitch to Hernandez. There's a strike of the knees over the outside corner. The count 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Strike called. Another fastball. Count 0-2. So after starting Stowers off with a couple of balls, DeGrom has just gone into straight attack mode. Striking out Stowers and now getting ahead of Hernandez in a 2-1 ball game. Marlins on top in the bottom of the 6th. Oh, 2. Swinging a chopper foul, third base side. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider diving low and away. DeGrom with his 7th strikeout. Another swing and miss on the slider. And there are 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Let's pause for station identification on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Your home of Texas Rangers baseball. KRLD-FM and HD1 Dallas-Fort Worth. We are 105.3 The Fan.
First pitch to Griffin Conine, a swing and a miss on a fastball. Count 0-1. 2-1 Marlins in the bottom of the 6th. DeGrom trying to get through this inning with a pitch count below 90. Here's his 89th. Swing and a miss. A fastball. He's going to have to throw a 90th pitch, but if he can keep it there, we might see DeGrom out for the 7th. Just in this inning alone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings and misses. The 0-2. Way outside. He missed with a fastball, and the count 1-2.
And this is 3, 4, and 5 in the order.
And you'd imagine DeGrom's nearing the end of the road, whether it's this inning or next. Not working with a full gas tank. The 1-2. The righty winds and delivers. Swing and a miss. A changeup this time. DeGrom strikes out Conine. He strikes out the side in order. It's a 1-2-3 inning brought to you by Pay's Online Checkout. And some DeGrominance here in the bottom of the 6th. But the Marlins are still on top. 2-1 the score on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
The Rangers open July with a huge homestand that starts July 2nd with a holiday weekend showdown against the Tigers. After that, the Angels roll into town. Then Perez and the Astros drop in for one last time this season. Tickets at Rangers.com.
Mute the city. Turn up the Corona. Corona. La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Import, Chicago, Illinois.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon, you wish would never end.
The homemade taste of Bluebell, and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Our American dream is ice cream. Red, White, and Bluebell is our strawberry ice cream loaded with strawberries, alongside creamy vanilla and blueberry ice cream with real blueberries. A full half-gallon of red, white, and blue ice cream. Feel free to celebrate.
The good old days are being made right now.
The good old days are being made right now.
Anthony Bender still in the game as we go to the top of the 7th inning with the Rangers trailing 2-1. Just a reminder that the football jersey theme night on July 5th is available when the Rangers take on the Tigers. Rangers.com for your specialty night ticket, which will get you the specialty football jersey part of the theme night. First pitch coming to Brandon Nimmo from Bender. The righty delivers. It's inside, ball one. Nimmo spins out of the way. Rangers left Wyatt Langford in scoring position to end the top of the 6th. Josh Young struck out against Bender, so here's Nimmo. He's 0 for 2. Slightly open stance, the 1-0. There's a strike over the inside corner. The catcher Navarreto is set up inside both times, and it seems that the Marlins believe that's the best plan of attack against Nimmo, to try and pound him in. Navarreto setting up in again. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. A slider down and in. Would have been a ball. Nimmo chases in the count 1-2. Left side of the infield shaded towards the middle against Nimmo. 1-2. Swing and a tip held onto by Navarreto. A strikeout of Nimmo on the sweepers. The first out in the top of the 7th inning. Hey, group tickets, great option as you come out and hang at the yard during the summer. You can bring your crew out to Globe Life Field with a group ticket deal, whether it's a company outing or a night out with friends, maybe the Matt Hicks fan club. All you have to do is go to Rangers.com/groups to learn more and book today. First pitch to Jake Berger, a swing and a miss on another sweeper from Bender. Counts 0-1 to the former Marlin, who's 1 for 2. Jake had an infield single against Yuri Perez back in the 2nd. Oh, 1. Strike call and count 0-2. Just looking ahead, if we get to the 9th inning in a 1-run game, is Pete Fairbanks available after last night? Rangers made him work and they got to him. 0-2. Swing and a fly ball lobbed in the air to right. Casey in and towards the line. He's there for the 2nd out. There is action in the Rangers bullpen. I can't quite tell what it is. It's a lefty. Is that Robbie Alstra maybe? Or could be Tyler Alexander.
It is the latter of the two.
Okay. DeGrom at, well, they say 90 pitches.
I got him at 91.
Scoreboard. Yeah, I have him at 91. I think they're 1 short on the scoreboard. Either way, splitting hairs. Here's Duran. First pitch. Breaking ball, tap foul at the plate. So, do they go to Fairbanks? And if they do, what's the gas tank looking like pitching so soon after a night game, right? The day game. And beyond that, depending on who he faces, what advantage might the Rangers have, having seen him yesterday?
He threw a total of 17 pitches yesterday to 6 batters in the 9th inning. Fairbanks we're talking about.
0-1. Duran takes breaking ball over the inside corner for a strike, and the count's 0-2. So Bender a strike away from a 1-2-3 inning. Nobody on. Rangers trailing 2-1, top 7. The 0-2 pitch. Swinging Duran, lobs one into short center field. Back on it is Edwards, the second baseman on the turf, makes the catch about 10 yards beyond the dirt. And that ends the inning. So 1-2-3 frame for Bender. We go to the stretch in Miami. 2-1, Fish on top on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Hey, Andrew Jones here. From the stand speed, home runs, stolen bases, diving catches. What they don't see is the preparation to be ready for the unexpected. That's how I look at my car too. Repairs can hit out of nowhere, and it's not cheap. With CarShield, you get the best defense against costly car repair. When something goes wrong, you're not scrambling. You got a plan, a CarShield plan.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Texas Rangers Hall of Famer Elvis Andrus.
Baseball has given me amazing moments, but what matters most happens off the field. Family, memories, and the future we're building together. As a player, I prepared every day for what might happen tomorrow. That's why I believe in Globe Life. Globe Life helps families feel secure and ready for whatever tomorrow brings.
Globe Life is the official life insurance of the Texas Rangers.
Globe Life, make tomorrow better.
In Texas, we say yeehaw.
In Monaco, we say enchanté.
We got pickup trucks.
We have super yachts.
But now you can have both. Get the best of both worlds with Monaco scratch tickets from the Texas Lottery. Play for a shot at top prizes up to $1 million. Or enter for a chance to win a VIP trip to Monaco where you could become a millionaire.
That is a lot of money.
You got that right. Au revoir.
Must be 18 or older. Play responsibly.
Thanks for making The Fan DFW's #1 rated sports station so far in 2026. To those of you that TOLO, which means turn it on and leave it on The Fan, you're appreciated.
We go to the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Alexander in for the Rangers. Rangers trailing 2-1. Alexander started the opener of this series, pitching an inning ahead of Kumar Rocker, who then went 5, a part of a career best outing with 9 strikeouts. Alexander this time comes in for Jacob deGrom, who goes 6 innings, allows 2 runs on 4 hits, 8 strikeouts and 2 walks. deGrom 91 pitches. And one of the reasons why I think the day is done for Jacob, first pitch to Marcy in their 4th strike, the fact the Rangers are in this stretch without an off day. And so the Rangers have been careful with deGrom, wanting to keep him fresh, not just in June, but in July and August and September. And without an off day, maybe they felt like, oh, that was enough. The 0-1, that's outside. And with a couple of lefties due up to start the inning, it made sense perhaps to go to Alexander, although Casey is not in the on-deck circle. It's the righty Esteury Ruiz. But the lefty Marcy is in there. The count 1-1. Alexander kicks and fires. A swing and a miss on a sweeper. deGrom with a 51% whiff rate today. That's his best of the season. 4th best since joining the Rangers. He had 24 swings and misses, the most this season. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss from now Alexander as he gets Marcy flailing at a sweeper low and away. So the Rangers have been getting the Marlins to swing and miss a ton this series. Unfortunately, the Rangers on the wrong side of a 2-1 score with the speedster Esteury Ruiz pinch hitting for Casey. So Alexander now facing the righty Ruiz. First pitch, Ruiz takes upstairs. Ruiz made his name at the big league level with the Athletics. Broke in 2022 with the Padres and split time with the Brewers, but it was in 2023 with the A's that he really gained some steam. The pitch, a swing and a miss out in front of the changeup. He had 67 stolen bases that year, led the league. But he hasn't really been able to match his level of production from that season at the plate. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Count 1-2. With the Marlins, he's playing in his 46th game in a platoon off the bench type role. So 46 games. This is just his 88th plate appearance. But he's already hit 4 home runs. His career high in a single season is 5. Alexander ahead 1-2. Tucks his black glove just under his right hip. Now brings it to the letters as he comes set. Lifts and fires. Ruiz pops it up. Foul ground first base side. Maybe a play for Berger. Behind the coach's box in front of the dugout. He makes the catch. 2 down. So Alexander disposes of Ruiz. And with the Marlins leading 2-1, Leo Jimenez comes up.
You know, talking about this stretch of games without a break, we're playing game 7 of 15 games in 15 days. Rangers don't have an off day until Friday, July 3rd, after they open up that series against Detroit on Thursday, July 2nd.
First pitch to Jimenez, strike called.
And you would also think that maybe the fact that DeGrom his last time out against the Padres threw 106 pitches, most he's thrown in a game this year, might also have a little something to do with it.
That's a great point. Absolutely. 0-1, chopper foul, third base side. Well, they had a delay in New York between the Mets and the Cubs, but they're going, and our Aces update takes you to the Big Apple. Nolan McLean, 3 2/3 innings of scoreless ball so far with 5 strikeouts. Aces update brought to you by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, where the players play. Juan Soto is injured again, so the Mets once again without Lindor and Soto. 0-2, low and away. It's Javier Assad on the mound for the Cubs. Cubs back over 500. They've had a really interesting year, but
roller coaster.
Yeah, they're 4 games over. The Mets 10 games under. The 1-2, that's high. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Alexander's pitch. Strike 3 called. A sweeper that sneaks in through the back door. Jimenez wants to challenge. Was it high enough? That's the question. Did it catch the bottom of the zone? It did, just barely. By Matt Hicks's buzz haircut. That one in the zone for an inning-ending strikeout. So a couple of strikeouts for Alexander. A 1-2-3 inning brought to you by Pay's Online Checkout. We go to the 8th. It's 2-1 Marlins on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Friday, June 19th is your chance to score the Jacob deGrom City Connect bobblehead, thanks to be one of the first 10,000 fans at the ballpark when the Rangers take on Fernando Tatis Jr. and the Padres. Tickets at Rangers.com.
Ever wondered who cleans Globe Life Field in Arlington? It's Jana King, the king of clean. From the suites to the seats, the field to the fans, Jana King cleans it. Like most businesses, first impressions mean everything. Keep it clean with Jana King, the most trusted name in the commercial cleaning industry. Jana King, official cleaning company of the Texas Rangers. Franchise opportunities now available in your area. Visit us at JANIKING.com or dial 817-284-5600.
Blue Mint Thai is now an official partner of the Texas Rangers, bringing award-winning Thai and Asian cuisine to Globe Life Field. Blue Mint has been voted the #1 Asian restaurant for South DFW, with locations in Mansfield, Midlothian, and coming soon to Arlington. Blue Mint Thai is veteran-owned and believes in giving back to the community. Visit Blue Mint Thai at any location so you can experience these authentic dishes passed down directly from Thailand. Franchises are also available. Visit www.bluemintrestaurant.com for more information.
Here at The Fan, we're your proud home of Rangers baseball. Set these appointments for the best Rangers content in DFW. Monday afternoons at 4:20, Rangers President of Baseball Operations, Chris Shaw. Each Tuesday afternoon, a different Rangers player joins G-Bag Nation. Wednesday afternoon at 12:20, Rangers manager Skip Schumacher. And Friday afternoons at 4:40, it's our Hall of Fame voice, Eric Nadel. Nobody talks and covers this team like your official home of the Texas Rangers. 105.3 The Fan.
Well, we go to the 8th inning. Michael Peterson, the new pitcher. Alejandro Osuna leading things off. It's 2-1 Marlins leading. And to tell you more, here's Matt.
All right. Thank you very much, Jared. Rangers needing to get back on the board here, down by a run. Peterson, tall right-hander, making his second appearance of the series. And his first offering is a fastball that shoots in high for ball 1. Rangers' only run coming on the Wyatt Langford home run in the 4th inning. Peterson with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a foul tip right at the plate. Make it a ball and a strike. Osuna singled to center his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Peterson having his best year in the big leagues. Perhaps some stability here with the Marlins. There's a ball that's shot right by third, but foul. It almost hit Jansen Visconti, the third base umpire, who is standing just over the line in foul territory. The ball coming very close to the bag as well. A ball and 2 strikes here to Osuna. Peterson has been in the big leagues for the last 3 years, bouncing on the waiver wire, though, has pitched for the Dodgers and the Braves, and this year is on for the 32nd time. Very stingy in the hit column as this pitch comes inside, and Navarreto is challenging the call. He thought it hit the inside edge, and we are going to find out that indeed it did. Wow. How about that? It just hit the inside edge and just barely hit the top corner. So Osuna is out on strikes. I tell you what, for his first game of the season and his 11th ever big league game, Navarreto having a good day. So Osuna out on strikes. And here's Elias Diaz. Diaz has lined out softly to second and grounded out to third. Peterson deals. Fastball at 98. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Peterson in his 31 appearances, 1-1 with 1 save. A 3.27 ERA. Just 22 hits allowed in 33 innings. He's walked 13. So a whip that's right around 1. And he has fanned 39. 10.6 strikeouts per 9 innings for the right-hander Peterson, the 0-1. And that one gets fouled back. He came with a slider that time. And he's got Diaz behind in the count here at 0-2. Peterson rocking a pretty good heater. Fastball velocity this year around 97, 98 miles an hour. And this pitch, fastball comes in high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's thrown his fastball just under 60% of the time. Mixes in the slider and the change. Not too many pitchers like this anymore that have only 2 or 3 pitches in their arsenal. And a swing and a miss. He comes back with the fastball at 97 and strikes out Diaz. So 2 batters, 2 strikeouts here for Peterson. And now we'll bring up second baseman Justin Foscue, who came on as a pinch hitter in the 6th inning for Nicky Lopez, and he lined out to deep left. But Foscue now going up against a right-handed pitcher. He got that deep fly ball off of John King in the 6th inning. First pitch, swing and a miss. Big rip taken there by Foscue, and it's strike 1. Foscue hitting just 196 against right-handed pitching. Of course, he's done some damage to lefties this year. Two out, nobody on. Rangers trailing 2-1 here in the 8th. Peterson stretching out the arms before getting set, and now comes home with the 0-1. And that heater in there for a strike. So make it 0-2. Peterson painting there. That's brought to you by CertaPro Painters. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters. Visit CertaPro.com. The 0-2. And that's fouled back up in our direction. It's not going to make it back up here, but close. And keep it at no balls and 2 strikes. Really need to have something on a pitch to get it fouled all the way back up here. Peterson ready again here at 0-2. He kicks and fires and missed outside. Fastball at 99 that time. So make it a ball and 2 strikes. Rangers out hitting the Marlins 5-4, but trailing 2-1. The 1-2. And that's in there for a called third strike. He went to the slider, froze Foscue, and he strikes out the side here in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Texas trails 2-1 on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Small stick out, save it. It's a winner mix. Saving tree, no trip. I'm cutting toll bills in half with my toll tag. Cut my toll bills in half. Toll tag shining every day. Money in my pocket, I'm feeling great. Half the bill, double the thrill. Half the bill, double the thrill. So cut that toll tag for just $10. Join the crew, cut that toll bill. Watch your dreams come true. Half the bill, double the thrill. I get mytolltag.com.
Just because the Texas Rangers are in action doesn't mean you have to sit in the dugout. At Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, you can bring your A game to our array of thrilling table games. Experience edge-of-your-seat excitement at over 7,000 slot machines. Or grab an ice-cold beer at one of our sports bars the next time the Rangers suit up. Get your game on at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, official partner of the Texas Rangers.
Rangers fans, tired of striking out on tickets? Ticket eStore has you covered. With no hidden fees, Ticket eStore, an official partner of the Texas Rangers, has been helping fans score the best seats at the lowest prices for over 25 years. With deep DFW roots and unmatched customer service, our team makes finding the perfect tickets easy.
This season, when the Rangers turn a double play at home or away, McDonald's owner-operators of North Texas, in conjunction with the Texas Rangers Baseball Foundation, will donate $1,000 to local Ronald McDonald House programs. Go Rangers and get those double plays.
Bottom half of the 8th inning, and the right-hander Cole Winn coming on here for Texas to make his 28th appearance of the season. Cole 2-2 with a save and a 5.79 ERA. Worked a total of 23 and a third innings. He works out of the stretch, and he'll face 9, 1, and 2 in the order, starting with the catcher Ryan Navarreto. Navarreto a strikeout and a sacrifice, and he takes this pitch outside for ball 1. Navarreto had his contract selected from AAA Jacksonville on Sunday. This is his first action today. They brought him up when Liam Hicks went on the injured list. His pitch in there with a strike, 1-1 the count. Hicks going on the IL with a low back strain, just having a great season. But nice to be able to call up a guy like Navarreto, who has been really good defensively so far here today. Hicks just having a wonderful 2026 campaign. Our injury update brought to you by Bailey and Gallion. This pitch in the dirt behind the plate. So 2-1 the count here to Navarreto. Navarreto initially broke into the big leagues with the Marlins in 2020. He played 2 games that season and then didn't play again until last year when they called him up in September, and he played in a total of 8 games. Here's a chopper foul on the third base side. So 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. So this is his first game this year, just his 11th ever big league game. And with his 0 for 1 today, he's now 6 for 20 as a hitter in the big leagues. 2-2 the count. The pitch from Winn. That just missed a little bit outside. Didn't miss by much. Winn thought he had the corner. The count runs full.
Matt, Pete Fairbanks is warming, and wouldn't you know, it's Peterson, Langford, and Young due up with Nimmo to follow in the 9th. So those guys would get another look at Fairbanks.
3-2 pitch. Check swing. He takes it just a little down. Ball 4. So Navarreto draws the walk. Top of the order now, and Xavier Edwards. And Navarreto, a guy 13 seasons in the minor league, playing now at the age of 31. He's a native of Puerto Rico. You know how much he cherishes an opportunity like this. So he's on board at first here for Edwards. Edwards, an RBI single in the 5th that gave the Marlins the lead that they now enjoy at 2-1. As Winn tosses this one in low for ball 1, missed with a cutter. And yesterday, Fairbanks retired the 8 and 9 hitters to start the top of the 9th, but the top of the order got to him. Peterson homered. Langford got hit. Nimmo with a triple. Here's a line drive to Foscue. Caught. The throw to first. Not in time to double off Natavarento. So Edwards lines out to second. And Navarrete was close enough to the bag that he was able to dive back before Foscue's throw arrived. One out here in the home 8. Otto Lopez, the batter. And Lopez 1 for 2. A single, a walk, and a run scored. Grounded into a double play in the 5th. And it got DeGrom out of that inning. Here Lopez looks to bunt, and he rolls it foul over to the on-deck circle where Kyle Stowers stands. Strike one here to Lopez. So 1 on, 1 out. A 2-1 Miami lead. Wynn ready. The 0-1 pitch. Low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Here recently, Wynn has given up some weak contact that has resulted in men getting on base. And then Wynn exiting the game, and some of those runners that the next man inherited would come in to score. Here's a ball driven out into left, hit pretty well. Osuna going back, turning to look, and it is gone. Lopez, who was looking to bunt his way on, swinging away at 1-1, cranks a home run with a man on, and now the Marlins lead it 4-1.
That's a big blow. You're 1 swing away from tying it up in the top of the 9th against a guy off of whom you did some damage yesterday with your big bats coming up, and now you need a lot of work. Down 3, and unfortunately for Wynn, he's allowed runs in 3 of his last 4 outings.
That is the 6th home run this season for Otto Lopez. It's the 4th home run surrendered by Wynn in just under 24 innings of work. Here's Stowers now, left-handed hitter, and he looks at a splitter for strike 1. Stowers against DeGrom struck out 3 times.
Yeah, he's happy to see a different guy on the mound.
Yep. The 0-1. That's shot out into left center field. Langford on the move. He dives. Can't get it. It's by him. It goes all the way to the wall. Osuna picks it up along the track. Stowers is at second. He's headed to third. No relay throw coming. Stowers is in there with an opposite field triple. Well, Langford sold out. Tried to make a diving catch and just couldn't quite reach it. His dive needed to be about another half foot or so to be able to make the play. So Stowers is in with the 3-base hit, and that brings up Edilberto Hernandez. Hernandez 0 for 3. Rangers bring the infield in here. Only 1 out in the inning. Hernandez with a big rip and miss at a cutter, moving away from him for strike 1. Yesterday, the Rangers came to bat in the 9th inning, trailing by 4. Ended up losing by 2. The 0-1 chopped off the plate. Weekly to third. Charged by Young. He's got it. The throw to first in time. Hernandez is retired. Stowers remains at third base. So 2 men are out. And that brings up Griffin Conine. And Conine 1 for 3. Doubled to drive in the first Miami run. That was back in the 4th inning. Here comes Skip Schumacher. That is going to be all for Wynn, who records a couple of outs but also gives up a couple of runs. Rangers are down 4-1 with a runner at third, 2 men out here in the bottom of the 8th. New pitcher coming in for Texas. And as that change is effected, we pause for this on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Rangers Hall of Famer Elvis Andrus.
Baseball has given me amazing moments, but what matters most happens off the field. Family, memories, and the future we're building together. As a player, I prepared every day for what might happen tomorrow. That's why I believe in Globe Life. Globe Life helps families feel secure and ready for whatever tomorrow brings.
Globe Life is the official life insurance of the Texas Rangers.
Glove Life, make tomorrow better.
A little sweet, a little heat, a whole lot of flavor. Whataburger's coming in hot. Not too hot. With the new Hot Honey Crisp Whata Chicken Sandwich. It's got a tangy red pepper cheese, topped with our new crispy chicken breast, and drizzled with sweet hot honey. Here for a limited time. Don't say we didn't warn you. What a burger. Come one, come y'all.
Just because the Texas Rangers are in action doesn't mean you have to sit in the dugout. At Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, you can bring your A game to our array of thrilling table games. Experience edge-of-your-seat excitement at over 7,000 slot machines. Or grab an ice-cold beer at one of our sports bars the next time the Rangers suit up. Get your game on at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, official partner of the Texas Rangers.
All right, the left-hander out of the University of Oregon, Robbie Ahlstrom, coming on to pitch here for the Rangers. Try to get this final out here in the 8th, keep it a 3-run ball game. Griffin Conine, the left-handed hitter, will take the at-bat here. Conine, again, 1 for 3, double to drive in a run in the 4th inning. Ahlstrom coming on for his 9th appearance. He's done well since coming up, an ERA of 1 in 9 innings of work. Lefty to lefty, Ahlstrom's pitch is at the top of the zone for strike 1. That 2-run home run by Otto Lopez, our What a Play of the game, brought to you by Whataburger. Takes a 2-1 game, makes it 4-1. Ahlstrom's next pitch fouled back. Went with a sinker at 95. Conine behind in the count here at 0-2. Stowers, the runner at third. He tripled. 2 men out of the inning. Ahlstrom, a quick glance over to Stowers, now sets. And comes home with the 0-2. Then he missed outside. Slider there. That'll make it a ball and 2 strikes in his 9 innings of work. Ahlstrom just 6 hits allowed. He's walked 3. He has struck out 5. Stowers racing down the line from third, then comes to a stop. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Conine not able to connect with the slider, so Ahlstrom quietly puts away Conine here for the final out in the inning. But the damage done on the home run by Lopez will go to the 9th. Rangers trail 4-1 on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
The Rangers open July with a huge homestand that starts July 2nd with a holiday weekend showdown against the Tigers. The Angels roll into town. Then Yordan Alvarez and the Astros drop in for one last time this season. Tickets at Rangers.com.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Hey Rangers fans, spring and warm weather is officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of the Texas Rangers, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Well, Pete Fairbanks, who gave up a couple of runs in the 9th inning yesterday, back out here to try to close this one out. Rangers trailing 4-1. Fairbanks is making his 26th appearance of the season. The raw numbers, a 3-3 record, 11 saves, and a 6.65 ERA. Jock Peterson first up, and he takes a pitch that's outside for ball one. Jock homered off of Fairbanks yesterday when the Rangers were down to their final strike. The first of 2 runs that he allowed in the 9th inning. The 1-0. And that ball is cranked deep to center field. Marcy back to his left. He runs out of real estate. It's a bomb for Jock Peterson. He's hit 2 home runs in less than 24 hours off of Fairbanks, and he makes it a 4-2 ball game.
Another no-doubter. And listen, we'll find out very shortly whether Pete Fairbanks is able to get the save or not. But you got to wonder what's going through his head.
Yep.
Here we go again. And that mental element of the game, which you can't quantify, it's real. Now, the other part of that is it doesn't always just go in one direction without changing. Can Pete Fairbanks lock in mentally and put himself back on a better path?
So here's Wyatt Langford. Langford got hit by a pitch by Fairbanks last night. Wyatt is 2 for 3 with a home run of his own today. First pitch to Wyatt, swing and a miss, and he was definitely gunning for the fences there. Strike one here to Wyatt. For Jock Peterson, his 11th home run, his 27th run batted in. Well, now it's 4-2. The tying run is on deck. Fairbanks had gotten onto a pretty good path here of late. The 0-1 is up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Prior to his performance yesterday, he had gone 4 of 5 appearances without giving up a run. It was really shaky early in the year. The 1-1. And that ball was popped up high in the air, almost hitting the roof. Stowers at first, midway between first and second on the infield turf, makes the catch, and Langford is the first out.
Well, that was a pitch down the middle, too, one that Langford would want to have back. It was in a very hittable spot. Fairbanks is a guy that lives with the fastball at the top of the zone. He is very tough to hit when he locates it near the top or at the top of the zone. When you get it down, that's when he becomes a lot more hittable with the fastball or the cutter.
And a swing and a miss here by Josh Young for strike one. The cutter is what Peterson hit out for his home run. Young last night made the final out against Fairbanks, but hit a ball to the warning track in center toward left center. Young 0 for 3 today, hitless in the series, and a swing and a miss here on the fastball, and the count now at 0-2. Well, you think about Peterson hitting the home run, surely Fairbanks would have been in to protect a 2-1 lead. That 2-run home run by Otto Lopez in the bottom of the 8th is just enormous. 2-strike pitch here, a swing and a foul. This one out of play down to our right. Hey, specialty night tickets will get you a backyard baseball bobblehead featuring Pablo Sanchez in Rangers gear coming up Wednesday, July the 8th, when the Rangers host the Angels. And you can get your specialty night ticket by going to Rangers.com. 0-2, the pitch from the right-hander. And that's hit out into left field. Coming on, Hernandez. He'll make the catch to retire Young for the second out. Rangers down to their final out. Brandon Nimmo is the batter.
Well, you get Nimmo on, then you get a chance, right? You get the tying run to the plate. After Peterson hits the leadoff home run, that's your hope, right? Just get into a position where you can get a swing to tie the game. But Fairbanks has recovered nicely against Langford and Young.
Nimmo 0 for 3. First offering to Nimmo. He swings and hits one to deep center. Marcy going back to the track. He moves to his right, up against the wall. He makes the catch, and that's how this one ends. Nimmo coming very close to making it a 1-run ball game, but he is a long final out here in the ninth Marlins hold on to defeat the Rangers. Final score 4-2. Back with your totals right after this on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
As the original American single malt from Texas, Balcones Distilling has been leading the recently ratified American single malt movement from the beginning, right from the heart of Texas. Whether using high-quality Texas grains, collaborating with the uncompromising climate, to let local flavors flourish, Balcones intentionally crafts every bottle of award-winning whiskey to deliver a true taste of this great state. Balcones, the official Texas whiskey of your Texas Rangers. Must be 21 or older. Please drink responsibly. That one's a moonshot. Moonshot is powering big wins off the field, building UL 891 switchboards in our 500,000 square foot Texas facility for the AI revolution. Family owned, Texas made. Moonshot, making the impossible possible. MoonshotUS.com.
In baseball, stats matter, but numbers alone don't win games. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, here with Rangers legend Michael Young.
Michael here. The best teams see the whole field. That's how you win. Off the field, I wanted the same kind of team around my financial life.
At Trajan Wealth, our family office brings investments, tax, and estate planning together. Call Trajan today.
469-949-TEAM.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Client paid advertisement. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Back pain, muscle strain, or a stomach ache? Skip the internet search and talk to a healthcare professional. Call Medical City Healthcare's Consult-A-Nurse to connect to an experienced licensed nurse who can provide health advice where and when you need it. Consult-A-Nurse is available 24/7 and it's free. Call 844-70-NURSE. When it's a question of your health, don't leave it to guesswork. Medical City Healthcare Consult-A-Nurse, the official healthcare system of the Texas Rangers.
Well, the Rangers certainly had hopes of a series win here today, but that hasn't happened very often here in Miami, where the Marlins just keep winning series. They prevail today by the final of 4-2. Miami with the win, improving to 42-39. So the Marlins have reached the halfway point in their schedule. Rangers with the loss fall to 38-42. The Rangers will reach the halfway point after the game tomorrow in Toronto. Here are your totals. For Miami, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors with 4 left on base. For the Rangers, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors with 4 left on base. For the winning pitcher in relief, the former Ranger, with 2 men left on base. The winning pitcher in relief, the former Ranger John King. King now 5-1. Pete Fairbanks, despite giving up the Peterson home run, picks up the save, his 12th of the year. Ranger starter Jacob deGrom, the hard luck loser, he falls to 6-5. Our game was played in 2 hours and 27 minutes before a crowd of 13,710. And our player of the game is brought to you by Perimeter Global Logistics. PGL is the official supply chain partner of your Texas Rangers. For winning solutions, head to shippgl.com. And our player of the game here today is Otto Lopez, the Miami shortstop, who at the dish goes 2 for 3 with that decisive 2-run home run in the bottom of the 8th inning. He got a hold of a 1-1 slider to knock it out of here. He also singled, walked, and scored a run. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us. Our post-game show getting set to start here in just a few minutes. For our engineer, Santiago Rodriguez, for Kevin Walker and Adam C. in Master Control, and for Jared Sandler, I'm Matt Hicks, wishing everyone a very pleasant good afternoon from Lone Depot Park in Miami. Once again, our final score here today, the Marlins 4 and the Rangers 2. Have a great evening, everyone.
He's at the wall. He leaps. It is over. It's hooking. It is fair.
Texas Rangers baseball on the Trajan Wealth Texas Rangers Radio Network is presented by Globe Life. For over 125 years, Globe Life has helped protect families when they need it most. Globe Life, make tomorrow better. Lexus, visit your local Dallas-Fort Worth Lexus dealership today. Bailey and Gallia, and by your Texas Ford dealers. Visit your local Best in Texas Ford dealer today. Thanks for listening to Texas Rangers Baseball. Stay tuned for Rangers Game Day, presented by Toyota. You can hear every game all season long right here on the Trajan Wealth Texas Rangers Radio Network.
July begins with a bang at the ballpark. A 9-game Rangers homestand starts July 2nd with a holiday weekend showdown against the Detroit Tigers. After that, Mike Trout and the Angels come to town. The big finish? Yordan Alvarez and the Astros drop in for the final home showdown in the Silver Boot Series. The season's halfway over. Don't let it slip away. Lasso your summer. Tickets at Rangers.com. All for Texas.
Energy Transfer is proud to be the official Jersey Patch partner of the Texas Rangers. Our nationwide network of pipelines moves the natural gas and oil that power baseball stadiums across the country. From artificial turf to the bright stadium lights, we move the energy that makes these things possible. The Rangers Tropicalata Smoothie is back in the lineup at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. This fan-favorite blend of pineapple, coconut, and banana is a total home run. Pair and save when you add a flatbread, wrap, or quesadilla. What a steal! The Rangers Tropicalata Smoothie is only here for a limited time. Get one today. Order ahead in the Tropical Smoothie Cafe app for fast, easy pickup. Tropical Smoothie Cafe, the official smoothie of the Texas Rangers.
Rangers caught him stealing. Now it's your turn. Anytime the Rangers catch a runner stealing a base, you get to steal a deal on your first slab pack. Arena Club is revolutionizing the way you collect, buy, sell, and trade the cards you love. From rookies to autos to grails, all in one app, anytime, anywhere. Welcome to a new era of collecting. Visit arenaclub.com and use code RANGERS to claim your deal.